It's time! Cincinnati, we gon' rise and up. In the jungle, we unite and up. Trippin' orange and black and white. All day when we fight, live and die in these stripes. Now who gotta move rockin' on? Now who wanna move tossing on? Now who wanna move out on? If you got stripes and you let the city know you rock 'em, yeah, we got 'em, yeah, we fought 'em. Like that black and orange up on 'em, single bottle, never stop it. So the beast and know 'em. Who they rockin' with the diamond stripes, flossin' on the ring. Cincinnati, she's our queen, we gon' show the world who king. Orange in the day, black in the night. Stripes in our...
Welcome to another episode of Bengals and Brews. I am Dale Altman, joined by all kinds of people on here tonight. We got Pork Chop, Houday Joe, Derek Davis, of course, our special guest, Bengals center Teddy Karras, and Matt Renie from the Cincy Hat. What is up, everybody?
What is going on?
Hey, what's up, Dale? Hey, I do have to work tonight, man, but I'm cracking open a Miller Lite, man. I'm not passing up the opportunity to drink a Miller Lite with Teddy K.
That's what I'm talking about.
Also got a Miller Lite here. Before we started, Ted did not have a Miller Lite, for the record. Well, and he's like, wait, did you guys all get Miller Lite?
So I'm down here in Florida, and I left for spring ball. I unplugged my garage fridge, and this is coming off of this is a fridge beer.
There you go. All right. That's what I'm talking about.
It's all right. Well, cheers, guys.
Here we go.
Thank you for having me on. By the way, just want to start. What an amazing logo you guys have. I rock your shirt. You guys sent me that shirt. That's an incredible logo. Happy to be on the show and talk some fans tonight.
Man, that's awesome.
We appreciate it. We were saying before, everyone was on brand. No one missed the memo on the hat, but I did miss the Miller Lite memo. So I am not drinking Miller Lite. I have some Ryan guys.
Ryan guys.
I got Cincy Ryan
Keeping it local.
They got a new beer coming out too.
They do.
I think it's called like Cincy Light or something, Cincy Reigns or something like that.
Someone brought it up to me saying it infringed. I looked at it. It does not. It's a great furtherment of the Cincinnati culture. I think it's directly benefiting UC or something to do with UC football. So check it out.
Well, we reached out to see if they want to sponsor us. We got a hard left on red.
We got left on red. Hey, they probably watched some of our shows and they're like,
shoot the shot.
All right, Derek, I think you had the first question you wanted to ask.
Yeah, I can go ahead and I wanted to know if you wanted to go ahead and recap kind of how you guys met each other. I know when Matt was on, he did say something about how, when you first moved to their school, you were a littler guy, so he always had to take care of you, and look after you. So, if you guys wanted to recap, how you guys met each other.
I was new in 8th grade. I moved to Indianapolis, Indiana. Met Matt at St. Matthew Middle School. Fellow people in my class, Nick Martin, longtime center in this league as well as Zach Martin was 2 years older than us. So cool to come into a football school like that. Yes, they did have to take care of me. Coming into, I was a new kid a lot growing up, but coming into Catholic school is always a little bit harder than a public school because everyone had been friends since they were 5. But these guys welcomed me. 3 people from my 8th grade class stood up in my wedding. They're my friends for life, and we've done everything together since we were 14 years old.
Yeah, and then Ted and I, we went to the same high school, and then our other 2 best friends went to the rival high school, and we beat their ass all 4 years. So we
did.
Got to throw that in.
We did.
Oh yeah. Oh, I hope they're watching. I sent them the link. I hope they're watching. It's week 4 every year we won.
That's awesome.
4-0. I was only 3-0. I moved in going into sophomore year.
Yeah.
So all the way from 8th grade until graduation, you guys were together?
Yep.
We were. Yeah. Through college.
I frequented Illinois for some games and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And then I've gone to a lot of Pats games, more Bengals games.
Have you been to a Super Bowl yet?
Never been to a Super Bowl.
No, yeah.
He's gonna go this year to Vegas.
Oh yeah.
To watch you.
I had a place booked in Scottsdale. I'm gonna book a place in Vegas right now.
There you go.
That's what I'm saying. I'm about to find me some tickets too, and non-refundable because I already know my team's gonna be playing.
Yeah.
Pork Chop, just make sure you can make it to the game.
Oh yeah. Well, listen, I got experience with Four Locos, and I'm not going there anymore. So I'm making it to the game. I'm sticking with the Miller Lights from
Did
now
any
out.
of you guys make it to LA for the game a couple years ago? Anyone go?
Oh.
Nah.
No, unfortunately not.
I mean, when it's in a city like that too, I'm worried about Vegas too. It gets expensive.
Exactly. Yeah.
Listen, guys. Yeah, this is great Super Bowl talk. We have a lot of ball to be played till then. Okay,
Yeah,
we need to go.
Yeah.
We're working hard this summer. You can book your trips or whatever, but we're working hard. There's a lot of football to be played, and I think guys are taking it really seriously on the team. I'm sure everyone's going to come back ready to go, and we were talking today. This is a deep roster, very serious team, and we need to get it done.
Yeah, I'm just Miles Garrett week 1. You got to get ready for Miles.
Yep.
God.
Week 1, no, a whole new Browns defense too.
Yeah.
They've signed Dalvin Tomlinson. They signed a couple other D linemen. Got a new D coordinator. We don't know these guys very well, even though they're in division. They have a lot of turnover, so we're gonna have to prepare very hard. Going into Week 1, which is a really serious game in Cleveland, which we did not do great last year. So there's some business to be taken care of here, and I'm really looking forward to it. Enjoying my time here off, the summer break, but we're that's always we're thinking about that.
Man, we're looking forward to it too, and we're thinking about it a lot too. And man, I got to tell you, I am so excited to get this season started and see you guys in action. Hey. But I got a question. Like back in high school, in junior high and high school, you two were friends, and I know you got into some shit together, right? What's some like a story that you can tell us about some dealings that maybe everybody doesn't know about? Something good, something juicy.
I say we tell the leprechaun story.
There you go.
There you go.
That's great.
Yeah. So actually, I'll tell it. So there's a lot of junior high school stories I wouldn't want to be shared on Bengals and Brews. So
A lot of good juicy stuff happens.
I'll think of something juicier in the back.
Yeah, no, we don't need any juice from adolescent Teddy K. So going into senior year, our high school was called the Irish, and my grandmother, my uncle, they still live in Gary, Indiana. Before camp, we all took a trip up there. My father grew up about 500 yards south of the shore of Lake Michigan. So it's Miller Beach, Gary, Indiana. And we took a trip up there and, stole one of my uncle's vodka bottles, started drinking. Matt had just been elected class president for our school. And, we got it a little bit, we were getting a little loose, flowing some ideas, excited for the year ahead. We said, why don't you dress up as a leprechaun and be our mascot? We had never had a mascot. We weren't allowed to, we've kind of been in disputes with Notre Dame. I don't know how serious that's been over the years. Matt could speak better to that. He's been on the board for the last several years. But Matt ended up being the leprechaun. We got a full suit, carried him out, first school assembly, announced it. Still to this day, 12 years later, there's been a leprechaun elected every single year. So fun school tradition. It's unbelievable. In that time, I think we won 7 state championships, 6 maybe.
Wow.
Yeah,
Awesome.
They've had to move up. They've had to move up.
So maybe like 5, but Terry McLaurin, Pete Werner, Jack Doyle, all longtime NFL players. So a lot of history and tradition there. That's a very wholesome story we could tell from that time in our lives.
I love it. And the vodka helped get Matt to say yes.
It did.
Ted was 100%. I was very shy back then, and Ted was always yanking me out. And he was like the friend. I was like, oh, he's gonna make me do that, isn't he? And he scared me down. He said, "You're getting a leprechaun suit tomorrow." I was like, oh, shit, I gotta be a leprechaun now. All right, here we go.
There's a great pic of us coming off the state championship field. It's hanging up in my office of us, embraced, walking to get our state championship trophy senior year of high school. So
That's
a
awesome.
lot of fun. Probably embellished on the number of state championships, but it's the winningest school in Indiana. They've won a few since then. They've had to move up classes every now and then. Cathedral High School, if anyone's interested. The Cathedral Irish.
That's good. I looked it up. I tried to find out what the mascot was, and I couldn't find it anywhere.
The Irish.
That thing. The Irish. All right.
Yeah.
Matt's
That's why we're the
mascot.
leprechaun.
The
Yeah,
literal
yeah.
mascot is right there.
Founded it.
There
Class
you go.
president, member of the board at Cathedral High School.
That's
Now,
awesome.
did you dye your beard red or anything like
I
that?
didn't
or-
even have a beard back then. Never
No.
tried. I'm like
No
a
beard,
beard guy. I finally grew one because I looked too young at work. So, all right, I'm growing a beard.
I tried to grow a beard
Who knew
recently. I
you'd
couldn't
be able
do
to
it.
just grow a great one too?
I
I've been working on this
Add it
thing
in.
for freaking
All these guys have great beards on this show, except me. I can't grow a freaking
There's
beard.
prepubescent Joe in
I
the
know.
corner.
I know.
One day,
39 years
Joe.
old. I look
One
like
day.
I'm 50.
Yeah. Taking after Money Mac over there.
Yeah, exactly. So we got a few new additions on the offense. I wanted to get your quick rundown, Ted, on your first impressions of these guys. One that you probably had the most interaction with is Zeus, Porkchop's quote-unquote best friend. What's been your first impression of him, both from a playing standpoint and from just as a human being?
Unbelievable in both respects. You didn't know what to expect. It kind of happened so quick. What an exciting signing for the Bengals. That was really kind of unexpected and just been an absolute huge addition to this team, to this culture, to our unit. He's such a high energy guy, positivity, an elite athlete, one of the biggest people you ever meet. It's great that we have. I mean, what an exciting time for us to have, one of the biggest guys in the world as our left tackle. And not only that, he's very smart. He's such an easy install as far as the offense. I mean, he was saying things day two. I'm like, oh my goodness. I mean, we're really moving and shaking here. So it's an exciting time for offense, especially on the O-line, where last year we had, 4 new additions. This year it's only 1. We're way further ahead than we were, both mentally and physically. And, Orlando is such a huge new addition to that.
Yeah,
We got
for
to
sure.
hang
And
a
I
little
see him
bit.
out there supporting you guys at your events, and I see Cordell out there as well. So that's really cool. How
Cordell
close you
Volson also gonna have a huge year. Wait till you guys see this guy, what he looks like now. He's looking amazing, growing up, and just got engaged last night. Actually, congrats!
Hey,
Congrats,
congratulations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cheers, Cordell.
Yes, Cordell is.
Give me a reason
Cheers.
to drink. I'll take it.
Cheers to Cordell. So really excited for him too. It's just it's been such a great spring. I think we're put ourselves in a great position going into training camp here in a month.
Oh,
Yeah, when I saw you guys down at the Banks, man, look, I'm 6'3", man. I'm 300 something pounds, and I took that picture with you guys, and I'm the smallest guy in the
By
picture.
far.
No,
And,
it's crazy. I mean, that picture I posted of when I took a picture with Kappa or Cordell and Orlando. I mean, I look like a little kid. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm 6'4", 315, and I'm trying to preface it on the picture before I post it. Hey guys, I swear I'm big.
They didn't do you any favors where they.
No, I know.
Just to be fair,
I wasn't in cleats either. Everyone else, I always go shoes on picture day. I've never taken a picture with another player on that specific day. So,
they did you dirty a little.
should have been on my tips as well.
Right,
It's
yeah.
poor form. Yeah.
Next guy, I don't know if you've had as much interaction with, but another signing we were super excited about on this show was Irv Smith. We were really excited just to see what he brings. Different kind of tight end than Hayden. But what's been your impression so far of Irv?
I think a great athlete, a guy who's shown up on film in the spring, knows what to do, knows how to do it. Been doing it for a while now in the league. We got a good veteran tight end there. And, I think him and Joe have created, a good chemistry moving forward into the fall. But, from what we've had, just walkthroughs and stuff, and then in the locker room, great guy, always around, showed up every day. 100% participation, which it is not mandatory. It's compulsory, I guess. But, when guys are around, and some guys aren't. And it's not a big deal either. But it's good to have these new free agents and these rookies really came in. I thought we had a really productive spring.
Nice. And last one, speaking of rookies, is Chase Brown. We were really excited where we got him in the draft. Great value. He's been super productive. What's been your impression so far of Chase Brown?
Well, it's fun to have another Illinois guy here in the middle. I'm 9 years older than him.
Yeah.
Illinois had a tough time. I think Brett Bielema's doing a great job, by the way, as the head coach. But Chase was the biggest part of the offense on a really good Big Ten team, and that's exciting for us. That's big time football, and he's proven he can be, a home run hitting back. So can't wait to see what he does in camp, starting in preseason, and then ultimately see what kind of role he carves out for himself in the offense this year.
Nice.
Yeah.
And we like to mix in some fun questions with some football questions here and there. So I'm coming with a fun one here a little bit. If you guys could have a beer with anyone throughout history, past or present, who would it be with and why? So Matt or Ted, it's for both of you.
Well, Matt's got to go
Who wants
first.
to go first?
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa. Oh,
I know it's
man.
loaded. That's a lot.
I mean,
We going deep with this, or
I love. I mean, obviously, love Burrow to death. I grew up as an Indianapolis resident with Peyton Manning as our quarterback, so I would kill to have a beer with Peyton.
with the sheriff, huh?
Oh, I mean, he was all. We just worshipped him. He's probably. I mean, just imagine being a third grader who lives in Cincinnati right now.
Right.
He's the coolest dude.
Yeah.
Well, and like those guys, and I think that's what Burrow has as well. They want to win. They want to win at all costs. Sure, they're here to make money. Sure, they're here to break records, but they just want to win. And when they don't win, they're pissed. And that's what you want in a quarterback. And it's so cool to see that kind of parallel. So I'm going Peyton.
And you could probably ask him anything, and he'd be able to just tell you this, that, the other from his recall.
Yeah. Yeah, I love listening to him and Eli call the Monday Night Football, just getting inside his brain.
Yeah.
They're awesome.
I always put it on the Manning cast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ted was over there thinking hard, so did you come up with a good one, Ted?
I was. So I'm going to give you hopefully a good answer. I contemplated it. When I think about that, I think about my, what would be the coolest times to even have a beer in history.
Oh.
And my two ones would be probably like old time Hollywood, 50s, 40s, 50s, 60s Hollywood. Maybe Camelot, Jack Kennedy, Marilyn Monroe, hanging on the beach in California.
Nice.
Or I read a lot of books about like 1100s to 1500s England and how that was set up. Pick a king from that area. I love Henry II, who then sired Richard Lionheart. That whole Angevin Empire would be kind of cool to go see too. But it went a little bit deeper than
He did go deep.
Yeah.
Way deeper than what I was
buff.
thinking.
You guys don't know. Ted's a total nerd. I mean, Ted reads more than anyone I've ever met. Like him and my buddy are always trading like these like fiction books and stuff. And I'm like, man, I wish I did that.
Now, do you read or do you listen to audiobooks or how do you?
Mostly read, but just before bed. I will listen to, if I'm listening, it's mostly nonfiction. So I'll read fiction for entertainment and peace of mind going to bed. And then nonfiction, maybe if I'm doing like the Stairmaster or driving, or my two audiobook.
Do you read like fantasy stuff too? Like did you read the
I did.
Song of Ice and Fire?
I did.
Which is it better than the TV show?
No, I think a TV show is the best way to tell that story. I think, the books were really good too. And the story is obviously compelling on itself, but I think those shows, for a big part of, college and my early NFL career was the best show on television. So,
Man,
it's hard. Yeah.
I am a diehard Game of Thrones fan.
Me too.
I know that Dale, he didn't like the way it ended. The last season.
I also take exception with how it ended. I thought the last season was a little bit lazy. I think we needed more on the Night King.
Yeah.
Just
and I
Daenerys
think
too. Like I'm like, what are they doing?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like, how else? I tried to think in my brain, like, how else could it have ended that I would have been happy? Who could have been the king that I could have been happy? And there's no answer.
I don't even think I was worried about that. I was thinking, I think we spent 7 years of our lives investing in this dark force that was, and it was a one episode D arc. The bottom half of the story arc was one episode.
They were getting whooped in that battle. I mean, they lost that battle. Like,
yes.
I mean, 90% of the they're getting their shit.
It's not for Ariana, right?
Arya from the top rope.
Yeah, it was Arya.
Yeah.
It just almost had like the last, they just kind of ended it with that mainstream, how Hollywood shifted to like mass. I am a Marvel fan, but kind of how that whole those fight scenes and with the previous season, how much they spent on all of the stuff too, I think was a big difference. Their budget per episode, Battle of the Bastards, I think one of the best episodes of television.
Right?
Unbelievable depiction of a medieval battle paired with the, huge narratives that we've been invested in for so long.
Yeah. My
and
favorite
the Red Wedding.
The Red Wedding.
That's a highlight.
My favorite Game of Thrones meme was season 1 incest. Season 8 incest. Yay!
They go for it on that too, and it's interesting how that this last season was tough towards the end of the season. The one that they just came out with about 2 years before.
Yeah, House of Dragons.
Yeah, it was good though. It was still good.
Oh yeah, I'm waiting for season 2. I can't wait.
They don't have to hammer that point so much.
No, and I can't wait. They're getting ready to produce Jon Snow's new show too.
That one I'm excited for. Yep.
Really?
I didn't know about that.
Mm-hmm.
It starts production next year.
Obviously, Kit's coming back.
Supposed to be,
and
it's supposed to be a continuation.
He's co-writing it too. So
this is supposed to be.
Let's see.
Post, like the Game of Thrones, like.
Is it HBO still?
After, right.
HBO still owns the rights.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when it starts.
Sure.
Yeah.
Hey, Derek, did you have a question?
Yeah, I was going to ask. How is it moving positions from? I know we're going from Game of Thrones, diving right back.
It's
in.
Bengals and Brews.
But like moving positions and having that versatility from going right guard, left guard, center, and then even right tackle, left tackle, that whole thing. How is that?
You know, O-line more than any other position is a continuity and repetition position. So it's all about getting comfortable in your stance, and you have to find your stance every year. Even if I'm playing center again this year, I will find the stance that's the 2023 my procedure and my stance. It's probably going to be very similar to my stances of the past, but your body changes. There's things that happen, and it's such a muscle memory thing that you have to find it every year, and that goes for every position. So that was my strategy when I did shift. You know, I could have started any game. You know, I've started a game at left, right, and center in this league, and that was my strategy mostly in training camp, especially when I didn't go into camp with a starting role, is just a large amount of reps, just even getting in my stance and getting out of my stance is the biggest thing that you have to train, because everything starts from that. And then, you know, once you feel comfortable with that, you can perform all the blocks on that side of the ball, because then it's the same. Once we're running, moving, and touching, it's the same.
Real quick follow-up on that. So I'm guessing there have been times, you know, before the Bengals where a lot of your reps were at, let's say, left guard, and then someone goes down, you have to come in at right guard. How jarring is that, like coming in off the bench and having to play a position where you haven't had a ton of reps?
Well, again, goes back to I have, though, because I prepared myself. If I'm going to, you know, be able to go into a game at all three of these positions, I'm going to have taken enough reps that I feel comfortable with that. Now, there's ones that in my career that you favored more than others at times.
Sure.
And I was really excited in 2021 when I got the opportunity to play left guard, as I never even had done that in college. In high school, I played on the left side my senior year only, so I'd only had about 1 year experience at really being the guy at left. I had done it before, but, you know, I was behind Joe Tooney, the consummate Iron Man, you know, all pro Joe Tooney. I think I took over for him for 4 snaps in the 4 years that I, you know, backed him up. So I didn't really have that much left guard experience. So I was really excited, you know, to test my mettle at that, and thought I did a pretty good job.
Yeah, you've been great at all of them. I mean, I'm not just saying that because you're on here, but that's one thing when we got you, it was like, you can put your left guard, center, wherever.
Wherever you need me, coach.
And earlier this week, we were rating our offensive players, like who was the most important, and you got number 2 right behind Joey B.
I'm number 2 behind Joe. That's very flattering.
Number 2 on our list, right behind Joey B. Most important.
No
players.
bias at all.
Right.
I'll take Jamar. Jamar over there.
Well, Jamar went 3rd. I said it's only because we.
I don't think we're talking valuable. We're talking important. So
well, it's Teddy Karras.
That's very flattering, guys.
So you got points for it.
Yeah. Well, I'm taking. You know, it's been such a fun time coming to Cincinnati. We take it very seriously. Want to get it done. You know, we've been training hard down here in Florida for these last 2 weeks. So,
dude, you became Cincinnati's next son after that Tennessee game. You know that the city embraced you right after that. You could
run for mayor tomorrow, probably, and win.
Right.
Well, I mean, Aftab does kind of have a little bit of.
I wasn't gonna shit on Aftab, but
right.
No,
Aftab opened up the job though by saying that. So that's
he sure did. He opened the door for you.
But that was his whole other thing. Yeah, no, that was a crazy moment. Jeffrey Simmons did get fined for our altercation right before that. So he did. But yeah, I mean, I couldn't believe it. My dad calls me. I talk to my dad for every game. He calls me, says, "Hey, dude, you're trending on Twitter." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And then I really look it up. I got Jake Browning coming up to me saying, "Write up yours." I don't even know what he's talking about. And
Right,
that was what happened. And thank goodness for you, Cincinnati, for your acceptance. Not only acceptance, but
lean into it.
jubilation by it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I really am so grateful for that. That was a big hat night. That was early. We had just started selling hats. If Matt wants to talk about that for a second.
Great timing.
Oh yeah, we started selling hats 5 days before. I finished that game. I was so fired up. I was like, I'll get a quick workout in. I get sent the link 4 times in like 2 minutes. I was like, oh hell yeah, we're about to sell some hats, baby. And I saw Cincy James had a kind of question a couple minutes ago. He was like, when did Ted become that guy? When was Ted the up yours Ted? And like that was literally him as a 15-year-old. That's the funniest part. Like when I saw that, I was like, he said probably worse in freaking junior year JV game against random ass, high school team that we played. It was like that was just the most quintessential. I mean, I think it speaks to Ted and a lot of guys in his position, like just the will, the want to win, the obsession with winning, the obsession with your team and battling, and like just hearing Ted talk about like you're going into a physical fight. I mean, you got to be ready, you got to be on your game, and there's a lot of passion in it. And Ted brings that passion, and it's so obvious, and it's so fun to watch because I'll see him do shit on the sideline, just even like a little fist pump where I'm like, I've seen that fist pump for 14 straight years. It's the exact fist pump he's given since he was 16 years old.
And I've got it under control more as I got older. I think if we wanted to go down as we're sharing stories from our youth, I had some. No, I'm not going to because I had some rough moments with that, and I really was self-aware enough to know we can't act like that all the time. And I was a little bit embarrassed by that video. I didn't know I was being filmed. The guy actually recently just come up to me and told me he was the guy who filmed me. All proud. I was happy to meet him. Yeah, right on, man. I think he was a little bit nervous, but no, that was cool. So yeah, that's how I play. We're judged on 17 days of our lives each year as football players. Really, you can do whatever you want the rest of the whole year. If you are good in NFL football games, you will be on an NFL football team. And that is how we feed our families. And it's, 17 times to prove that. So I was a little bit upset. I got punched in the throat. Yeah. But the real reason that it happened was I saw so much orange in the stands yelling at me. Like very pumped up. Cincinnati travels very well. An underrated traveling fan city. And so that's kind of how I started. I know. Have my back down there, guys, because it's going to get – I get a lot of messages from people from Tennessee. So,
really?
They don't like you so much.
They don't like me so much.
I got to tell you, man, personally, up theirs.
Yeah, and it wasn't towards their fans either. I think it was just I don't even know where up yours came from. I mean, am I playing in the 60s?
It was the best, man.
Am I in Leatherheads? Right up yours, man.
Yeah. Now, see, everyone remembers the up yours. The one where you really got on my radar where I was like, oh, this is our guy, was the Miami game. And you were on the sidelines. And I don't know who you were talking to, but you go,
we're going to up for that one, right?
Yep, you were mic'd up, and you said, we're going to get the ball back, and we're going to run it down their fucking throats. So I'm like, okay.
That was my former team, too. That was my former team. Those are all my friends. As I'm down here in Florida, so I see a lot of them. I hang out with a lot of my former Dolphins teammates. Great guys. That's Thursday night football. We were freaking 1-2. So
that was the first whiteout game, right?
I mean, with the whiteout, I'm mic'd up in this new city. Oh, unbelievable! It was a Paycor record at the time. I think we broke it like 4 more times. Yeah, I think but that was shattered with the Bills for sure.
How impressed were you too with the turnout with the whiteout? I couldn't believe it, man. It looked like Penn State in there.
Well,
it was so white.
Cincinnati is. I've lived in 18 towns across America. Cincinnati is my favorite one. I mean, Cincy is not only – so it's the only town in the Midwest. It's the most aesthetic town in the Midwest because it's the only town in the Midwest with a rolling hill landscape. Yep. There's about 50 to 70 different municipalities that actually make up Cincy, so that adds to culture. And Cincinnati loves to hang out. I mean, they're hanging out we're hanging out right now via online, but I mean, you go to, I frequent the Oak Tavern, MLT's, Little Miami Brewing Company, which we're actually having an event there Friday, July 21st. selling bucket hats and visors.
See, you're
hat.
already taking one of my questions, but we'll just go with
sorry,
that question
I had
now.
to plug it. It was on my mind. I'm going a little bit long form there on that answer, but I'm really excited to get back. I'm going to head back in, a couple weeks here. But the Cincinnati fan base, I can't say enough good. I mean, they've embraced the Cincy hat. They've embraced me and my family, and we're winning, and we need to continue winning. And the fans are a big part of that. Now, I came to Paycor when it was Paul Brown in 2019. I mean, there was probably 20,000 people there. I mean, and to have that shift to what it is now, and Cincinnati is amazing.
Yeah,
with all that
like
the
a
fans
3-year
do.
waiting list for season.
It's unbelievable, and it's I can't say enough good. Very grateful to be in this town playing pro ball.
What was that event again? And Matt's going to be there too, right? With all the
Matt, you got it. Let's hear your plug. Let's hear a plug from Matt.
Yeah, Little Miami Brewing, one of Ted's favorite spots. Friday, July 21st. I think we're going to show up at like 3 or 4.
Yeah, 3 or 4, and we're hanging out we're hanging out till we're done with hats.
Hey, and I can attest to that because you guys were at the banks down there for like 6 or 7 hours hanging out.
We're not.
Listen, it all goes to the building.
Yeah, if people got credit cards in hand and want Ted's autograph, he's going to keep signing.
Yeah, I mean, I don't take that for granted. This goes to a great cause, Village of Marici, providing independent lifestyles for adults in Indianapolis, Indiana. They live independently. They have jobs. They have coaching. A lot of live at home too, and we send coaches to them. It's a whole network of service to increase their independence.
Let's talk about the charity for a minute because it's something that's real close to me. I try not to get emotional, but my grandson is autistic, and they used to say like autism, like where you're at on the spectrum. They threw that out. Now they don't say that, but I just say he's very autistic. Like, and I worry about him. He's going to be 6 years old in August. And so I'm not kidding, man. I sit around, I think all the time, like what's going to happen to him when he's an adult, and who's going to take care of him? And I think my daughters, together will take real good care of him. But I mean, the goal is that he's going to outlive all of us because he's 6 years old. Yeah. So I worry about what's going to happen for him all the time. And I got to tell you, Ted, my favorite charity is your charity because I told you, I get emotional, but
that's all right, buddy.
It gives me a little peace of mind that somebody's out there taking care of people that can't take care of themselves. And so, I mean, the other thing is that I know you guys are ready, that you're thinking about expanding. Are you thinking about expanding to Cincinnati at all?
I've actually, we are, and it's really, really baseline. But yeah, would love to. Absolutely. This is such an underserved need. And the cool thing about the Village is with coaching and stuff, they can take care of themselves too with the right amount of support. And I think that, that's so powerful, just having a sense of community and a sense of agency that it provides is just really healthy, not only for the Villagers, but for their families and for everyone involved. Yes. And Matt's mother founded this charity. And we have our one facility right now is on Fort Benjamin Harrison on the east side of Indianapolis. We're building another unit right about 2 units north of that one. And then we're also going to have another unit in Carmel, Indiana. And all of this hat money is going to an active construction project in an attempt to, essentially triple our footprint as far as who we can house right now.
Awesome. And so what's the connection, Matt, that your mom started this particular charity?
Yep. So my brother has developmental disabilities.
Okay.
So they had the exact same question. When we die, what happens to Jason? My siblings and I obviously would step up. We'd figure it out. We have a pretty good family. We have our shit together, honestly. There are a lot of families who don't have that type of support. My parents, they can think ahead. They have the trust set up and whatnot. But a lot of families don't have that means. They can't, they don't think ahead that far, and they're living in, their spare bedroom for their entire life as a 60-year-old, and then they're 88 years old and they're thinking, what the hell, what am I supposed to do?
Right.
One of the most powerful stories my mom had told me was there was a man who got his daughter into the first apartment building in the Village of Marici, and he had cancer at the time. And 2 months in, after she was living, he approached my mom and said, I can literally die in peace. Like I can sleep at night. I can go, it's my time. That's okay. A month later, he passed away, and his daughter's taken care of forever. And that's just, it's one of those things too, where if it doesn't affect your family, you don't quite know. But if it affects your family, it affects everything about your family.
Yes.
And so it's such an underserved need. And honestly, it's been a dream come true to see Ted embrace it. We always hoped it'd be cool if Ted, cared, and it'd be awesome if he, cared, but we never pushed it that hard. We never forced it. He's the one that came up with the idea to sell the damn hats. He literally made it up on the spot. I get a YouTube link from my mom one day, and she was like, have you seen this interview? And it's Elise Jesse with Cincy Bengals Talk asking Ted about the hat. And he finally just gets worn down by another reporter asking him about the hats. And he says, you know what? We're going to sell them. And we're going to put them all towards my favorite charity. My mom's like, did you have any idea? Does Ted have a plan? I was like, Ted has no plan. He made that up on the spot. We're going to figure it out. And we're going to make this a great project. And it's been amazing. It's been so cool.
Yeah. And I tell you, and I'm also, I say I got to go to work tonight, but what I do, looking at this face, you wouldn't imagine, but I'm a registered nurse. And I'm a psychiatric registered nurse, and so I get a lot
I thought Ted was froze. So go ahead, Chop. Continue. We got.
I do care for a lot of autistic patients that come in the door, and it is not a good environment for autistic patients to be in there on a mental health unit, and so that's another thing. It's so great that you guys got a place for them to go, and I wanted to show this. I got this made by a friend of the show, Darth Bengal. He makes these chains, and this is the one that he made me. I asked him if he could make this one. I'm going to sport this at all the games. So this is awesome. The Bengals B with the the puzzle pieces. That's autism. So I'm going to be wearing that to all the games. Thanks to a friend of the show, Darth, who made that for me.
That's awesome.
Very cool.
Yeah, and happy anniversary to Darth. It's his 21st anniversary.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Happy anniversary, Darth.
Anniversary, Darth.
Oh, is it officially your anniversary now, or was it?
No, Darth Bengals.
No, Darth.
Oh, okay.
If you guys, when you expand to Cincinnati, if you need help, man, just ask.
So Matt's ready to talk some Reds.
Oh, man.
There you go.
Yeah.
The Reds are hot. When we did that event in May, it was not looking great. That Yankees game was the biggest game of the year. And it was like, all right, it's been fun, but the Reds aren't super hot right now. Oh my God. How fun are they? I literally have not followed MLB baseball in the last 10 years. And I'm checking my phone every single night, every inning. My fiance is like, what are you doing? I'm like, it's bottom of the seventh of the Reds. I got to follow Ellie's up. I got to go. I'm going to find a way to subscribe to Bally Sports Cincy in a sec. It's been nuts.
Yeah, I got to be up at 3:00 in the morning. And a couple of nights ago, I was watching the game, and I'm like, it's 9:30, and I'm still watching. I'm like, man, I want to see what happens, and it's crazy right now. But we did have a question about that. Are you guys planning on bringing out the Reds hat again?
In production right now. They're coming back. We're cowards. We swore we were only going to do limited edition hats. We were like, the only time they're going to get them is at the event. And
we have so many Ted Karras.
I know. Hey, when we said it was Ted Karras, we know we were going to have him on 4 times.
Listen, I just had to go back to my iPad. My internet went down for a second. I switched to my phone in a great adaptation, which really didn't affect the show at all. And now I'm back.
It just looked like you're
just so fun because there's Ted in here, but then there's Ted in the background. I'm just like, I'm trying to pay attention to Matt's answer, but I'm like, I'm intrigued with this.
I thought Ted was just listening intently to Matt,
same. I was like, man, is he tearing up over there? I'm like, yeah, well.
Well, a little bit. Like Captain said, that is emotional. A lot of people have a story about that, but now we're back on the Reds though, and red hats and white hats will be available, right, Matt?
They're coming back. They're in production right now. I think they'll come in next week. We'll announce it.
I can't tell you how excited I am for that. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Yeah, we felt bad. People couldn't make it. Yeah, we want to do the limited edition, but they're too hot.
They're on fire.
A lot of people want them.
And you basically helped start this win streak.
Yeah. That's right.
You got to take credit.
I think it was a combo of De La Cruz coming up.
Yeah. The best prospect in the history of baseball coming up. Yeah, that might help.
We got to go to do a field day at the Reds facility, and I walked in right behind his first game. He was playing that night. It was his first time up. He is humongous, guys. He would be big in our locker room. Yeah. This guy is a stud. Wow. That's so cool that's They have that. And, FC's also, every time I look,
Yes.
FC's winning another
Mhm.
game.
I'm going on Saturday.
All right. Do you have your blue? Did you get your blue
I
hat?
did.
Okay.
I got some blue. I got this hat in time. I didn't get the other one in time. You guys, I think sold out of them.
I think they're back.
They are.
Yep.
Well,
I got some special
Won't get here by
ones. DM me, pork
Saturday.
chop.
We got
I got
some-
I got a 10 hat inventory. DM me, pork chop.
There you
Remind me
go.
to send it out
There you
tomorrow.
go.
Yeah, absolutely.
Pork chop has a hat
Dang,
addiction
Pork
like I have a
I know.
gambling addiction.
Yeah.
Speaking of gambling, one
If
of my
Derek was in
proudest
the
bets.
NFL, he'd be suspended for the season.
One of the
Oh, my
proudest-
gosh.
One of the proudest bets I've ever made. I didn't know much about the Reds, but I saw they were people were dogging the Reds in the offseason. They were power ranking 30th in the MLB. And I was like, all right, over 61.5 wins? Come on, Reds, we can get that done. We're about to hit that before the
wow.
All-Star break.
I was gonna
I got
say,
61.5
it's June.
wins on the over. We're about to cash that out real nice. So
That's
I'm putting all
awesome,
that on Bengals Super
That's
Bowl,
you.
just parlaying right there.
Chef's
There
kiss.
you go.
You.
Yeah, I didn't have any Reds to bet on tonight, so I had to bet on the on Ricky Fowler to make it in the.
Oh,
in
you
the
and the golf. Your
Derek-
golf betting is out of control,
Derek
too.
will, hey, Derek will bet on
Oh.
women's tennis in Australia if there's nothing
Yeah.
else.
He's betting on Korean softball later.
Yeah.
Cricket, whatever he can get.
Right.
Golf's a
Whatever.
slippery slope. That's the big one.
I'm going to drink my Ultra now.
There
All
you
right.
go.
right.
Yeah. Is that one any colder, or now that it's probably been sitting there the whole time?
It's all right. It's all right. It's better than that 5-month-old unplugged garage fridge Miller. that we just sold.
Yeah.
So it held up, though. It wasn't turned or anything. It was just kind of warm and old.
Fair.
One question I have for you going back to football. So last season, we saw the offense make that adjustment to a lot more shotgun formation. What was that adjustment like for you? And do you see, without giving too much away, a lot more of the same, or do you feel like the offense is going to evolve more?
I think the biggest adjustment going into 2021 was moving back to center. I had played center, left guard, and then back to center. So just like I said earlier, finding your stance, finding your pitch, because that is the most important thing, is to deliver the ball. So that adds an added stress that no other O-lineman. I would say center, if you're looking at center objectively, is probably maybe easier physically amongst some of the blocks you have to make, and usually you just have more help, I guess, than everyone else, but one-on-one plenty. But delivering the ball adds a certain amount of stress that you must deliver, and that you must pitch 1,000%. And what was the next part of that question?
As far as going into this upcoming season, do you expect a lot more of the same as far as a lot of shotgun, or do you expect it to evolve a little
I would
more?
expect a lot of shotgun. Yeah, I don't think that's We're not going to force Joey B under center. I think we have a great, Frank puts together a great run package. We have a lot of great runs out of gun, and obviously, there's no hiding the best part of our offense is putting the ball in Nine's hands and letting him control it. So. It's going to be a lot of the same, hopefully better. I think we have to start faster on offense this year. I think we kind of squandered some really good defensive performances last year. We have a great defense. I think they're going to be even better this year. I love Miles Murphy, by the way. I think he's made of all the right stuff. Really serious guy coming in. He's 21 years old. It's unbelievable. He's another humongous person. But we need to start faster and put people away. We have a very, very dangerous offense, a very good offense with guys at the top of their position throughout the league on our team. So I think, obviously we don't want to start 0-2. We want to, start faster. I think that's on the top of everyone's mind going into training camp to execute faster. And, I think it's going to be hard to score more than 21, 28 on our defense. So we need to exceed that week in and week out.
Right.
Who's your rival on the team? Who do you go against most in practice? Is it ever getting a little chippy? You got and DJ just going at it?
I mean, DJ have a good relationship, but in camp there'll be some chippiness for sure. Yeah. I mean, it will never be inappropriate or trying to hurt each other, but there'll be some pushing and shoving. I would say I have a good rapport with the defense, but it's funny. BJ is a big talker. BJ and DJ are both in there mixing it up. Trey Hendrickson is a one of a kind practice dialogue player.
He low-key shit talker?
Oh, he's great. I mean, and then he, acting like he's your friend, but
Yeah.
really killing you with a smile on his face.
Right.
It's yeah, he's great, man. That was another, just a great pickup by this organization. A great guy, and obviously, one of the most productive players in the league.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
Well,
Now,
go ahead, Dale.
you guys have kind of already answered this, but with the bucket hats and the visors, and then the Cincy, the red hats coming back out, was there anything maybe coming up during Bengals season during the fall? Maybe any potential teases for some new merch coming out?
Ready.
We didn't plan this.
no.
We're just in sync, Matt. We're in
I got like 900 hats sitting
There
there.
he is. Look
You have
at
no
him.
idea the
Yeah.
gear I've got.
looking
Hold on.
sexy
Hold
too.
on,
That's
hold
a
on,
good
hold
look
on.
for Matt.
Hold on. Here we go.
There we go.
Oh.
All right.
Oh,
Oh,
got the
yeah.
Eminem look
I'm
going.
a
The
Oh,
Cincy
yeah.
Slim Shady.
Yeah.
Mhm. I like
Damn.
that. And then we got one more. We got one more. I'll tease.
Oh.
We got a little more of like a golf tennis
The
hat.
dad hat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
a little way
Yeah,
more
a
of
little-
a dad
little
hat. Way more like it. It really fits it fits to your head versus our hats right now are very structured. This is a little
Mhm.
more unstructured for the smaller heads out there. So
I was just saying, that's
And
more
for
my
all
style.
of our women customers out there, every
Yes.
single hat that we produce has a ponytail hole, so your hair will be, just fine in it.
I was literally just about to say how much I like that, and then you're like, for all the women out there. So I'm like,
Well, I can tell you this right
Well,
now.
I didn't mean it like that.
Holy
I was
crap!
just
I
giving.
can tell you those orders are going to be rolling in.
I was gonna
based
say,
off of
right,
our-
The
Yeah.
gray beanie,
Holy
that caught my eye.
Slim Shady's
Everyone's
back,
freaking
baby.
out about him.
Slim Shady's back.
Very
Let's
good.
go.
Dale?
Let's go.
You always
Man,
gotta
that
do it.
just
Oh, yeah.
blew up when you.
You guys are the first people that have ever seen this beanie. Me,
That is
Ted, and like my
awesome.
mom are the only people that have seen this beanie.
Well, they look amazing, and everybody in the chat agrees. So those are
There
going
we
to
go.
sell like hotcakes,
Yeah.
and that's
There we go.
awesome
Yeah.
because it's all for a great cause.
Yeah.
Love it.
We almost did beanies
Mark
last year, and I'm
Martin.
glad we didn't. We wouldn't have been ready. We wouldn't have been ready last year.
Yeah. You don't
Last
wanna
year was a
rush
shit
it.
show. You guys
I
know how
mean,
big a
yeah.
shit show our lives were last year. Like
guys
from the
probably got
minute we
caught
turned
off
that
guard,
site
right?
on, shit show.
Yeah.
I didn't realize what I said. I said it in a moment of just kind of, just free talking. We were, everyone kept asking me about this hat, and I felt compelled to sell it, but only for the Village Marici.
Right. I love that you did it, man. Thank you, Ted.
Oh, thank you guys for the support. Really, it's unbelievable.
Ted
This whole,
and Matt, because Matt's had to put a lot
Yes,
of work
and
in
Matt.
too.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
listen,
But, I mean,
Matt's
I'm
been the
serious,
CEO and delivered on this. This doesn't. I've been the face, and Matt has executed this to a T, and it's a big thanks to you guys. But Matt has been behind the scenes. We have great customer service reviews. That's Matt Renie talking to you behind the screen, and couldn't be more thankful that he was a part of it. Matt actually, literally after the Carolina game going into bye week, he literally comes up to me in my kitchen. He's like, "Hey, dude, get serious. Like, what are you doing? Are you selling these hats? Like, let me."
He's bossing you around, right?
Well, it was like ridiculous. So, what am I gonna? I'm gonna do this myself.
Yeah, I mean, I was like, what, taking me packing hats in the playoffs?
Yeah.
Getting out 200 orders
Yeah.
on a Thursday night,
Yeah.
ready for the game. Like, yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm telling you, guys came together, made the perfect team, along with your mom, Matt.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know,
No, we
you guys
had-
made
I mean, Matt had the website up in 2 days. I was blown away.
I didn't do shit for my regular job for like a
I was
month.
just gonna
I was
say.
sitting there just like,
I hope your employer's
well,
not watching.
I was like, I work for a software startup, and overnight we had a
Okay.
business that makes more money than my other company. So I was like, oh, okay, yeah, whoops.
I was about to
Oh,
say
yeah.
you were looking like those people out there with the Taylor Swift merchandise with
Oh,
the blankets on and everything else.
Is it
Not me.
already starting today in Cincy? It's got to be. With
Oh,
the
yeah.
10
weekend coming.
a.m. At 10 a.m.
There
they
was
had a
merch
line.
sales, like merch
Mhm.
sales today, and
Wow.
people were like in line.
There were like
everywhere.
9 blocks long. The line
I've
was.
never, I've never seen such hype over anything.
My
Over
sister and her friends are going at Paycor. They're all excited. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Hey, we got a guy on the show right now. That's
Yeah,
about
well,
to-
Joe,
he's-
wherever he
He's
went,
a major Swiftie. Yeah.
Who day
Is he
Joe's
going?
going to the show?
Who Dey-
Is he
yeah,
going to
his
the show?
wife.
Wow.
He's going. His wife, my wife's going. Her sister.
Wow, that is. Are you excited for the concert, Joe?
Not as excited as my wife's gonna be. So, so my
His excitement comes later.
Oh, he
So
put out a whole video. It was so gross.
Yeah.
I
What
saw
was it,
that.
for
I
Christmas?
remember seeing
Yeah,
that.
yeah, man.
Yeah,
It was so
yeah.
gross. It was so romantic.
I
and
know, I was
put
being
us
so
all to
sweet. I'm
shame.
such a
Showing
jerk.
us
Yeah.
up, dude.
Well,
Come on.
I
That's not
actually
cool.
have another surprise that she doesn't know about. I have to talk kind of quiet.
Wow.
So
Jesus, this guy.
So I had bought like just kind of like nosebleeds, and she doesn't care. She's like, as long as I get in the stadium. Well, I've been like hunting for tickets on seeing if I could sell my existing ones to upgrade them. So that's what I did. I upgraded them, made a huge profit on those, used that money to buy floor seats that were in the 9th row on the
Wow.
floor.
Oh,
And she has no idea.
wow.
I'm not going to tell her
Oh.
until we walk into the stadium.
This guy.
Man, now Sarah's gonna be all disappointed because she was like, yeah, they're gonna be close to us
Yeah.
and everything
No.
else.
Yeah, because
No,
Derek
we're
will be
not.
like, here, drink this Keystone.
So yeah, she's going to freak out. I'm going to get a
Oh,
lot of
that's going
points
to be
for that one.
unbelievable.
That's
I'm
awesome.
jealous. I asked Ted for a suite and he couldn't come through. So whatever.
I
Well,
should-
well,
I
Joey
should've-
B said he was
yeah.
just going to stop by if he felt like
Yeah,
it.
I know.
That's
Yeah,
what he
hey,
gets to do, though. I'm happy that he talks and acts like that because he's great about it and has just a great rapport with everyone. And I think it's a lot of fun. And he really, plays that starting QB role extremely well. Got to go say what's up to
Here's our
T-Star.
buddy Hollis, who did
Oh, there he is.
one of the things we're giving
Hollis.
away. He works at the city bus garage. They're sending 20 extra buses down just to
Wow.
help shuttle people around the country.
Wow.
20
That's
extra.
gonna be nuts.
Mm.
I mean, will it be a Paycor Stadium record?
It,
Maybe.
it
Yeah,
would
'cause
have to
there's-
be.
Because
You know,
during
there's
a
people
during
on
a
the
game, you
field
don't
area,
sit on
too.
the field. That's
Exactly.
a whole extra.
Oh, yeah.
It might break a record.
I mean,
yeah.
So
Revenue.
I mean, if we're gonna keep records seriously
Well, there's
around
nobody
here,
going to sit behind her, is there?
No,
I
she-
would
no,
not-
she
I
does-
would not doubt it.
but I think she's facing out from the deck.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Oh.
Yeah, they'll make it work.
I think it's like that angle of the lower bowl, so that maybe like one section taken off, so trade it for the
Yep.
floor. So it'll probably be closer than we think. I'm interested to see the numbers.
Yeah, it'll be
Mhm.
close.
In terms of dollars spent to be in that stadium, oh my, what's
no
the number?
kid.
$1 billion,
Yeah,
$300 million of,
So-
of ticket prices.
So my wife and sister-in-law, they bought 3 tickets, one for my mother-in-law as well. And my mother-in-law just had surgery yesterday, so she wasn't able to go. They sold her ticket and paid for the other 2, so they basically are going for free now. I mean, it's crazy
awesome.
how much those.
Did anyone pay for less than $1,000 to go? There's
I
no
mean,
way, right? Maybe.
Like,
Not resale. not
Initially,
resale.
Yeah,
resale,
not
no.
resale.
Yeah, I was gonna say my
Yeah.
initial tickets, yeah,
Yeah.
but not now. They're through the
Wow.
roof.
Yeah, they sold
Ah, man.
theirs for $600 just to get rid of it to make
Swift
sure.
mania, man. It's
Yeah.
insane.
Swift mania. It's
Hey,
unbelievable.
Good for her.
There's some Swifties in the locker room, apparently.
That was a
I mean, I
yeah,
like
yeah,
Taylor
that's
Swift.
awesome.
I don't think I could sit here and rattle off a bunch of her songs. Romeo and Juliet one was good.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
not as good. She's not even as good as Halsey, but whatever.
So
On
that's
the
how,
teardrops on
how
my
big of a
guitar.
Swiftie my wife is. I learned that Romeo and Juliet song that you're talking about, Ted, and that's how I proposed to my wife. I learned that song on guitar.
This
and
guy. I mean, you
that.
just keep
Jeez.
exceeding yourself.
He's like,
Look at
my
me.
wife never watches this
Hold
show,
on.
so she's never gonna, get
If we're
all
gonna
the
do
got it?
one of these,
You
it's
got it?
now. And that's a subtle flex right there.
Is that a yeah? Oh, we're cheersing. Nice.
Yeah, we drink to the subtle flex.
Yep.
that's a outline of Clark Harris, Dale's best friend, by the way.
Yeah, when he
Clark's
come
the
on with
man. Clark is
when he
the
come on with
absolute
a
man.
bottle of liquor last summer and gave us over 3 hours on an episode. We created all kinds of fun drinking
That
games
guy,
that
he's
night.
he is crazy. Love that guy.
But
I
yeah,
was glad I got to get to know him this year. As he's
Mhm.
transitioning because what a Cincinnati legend, man.
Oh,
I mean,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Facial
as
hair
a
alone.
a tight end at
Yeah.
Rutgers to undrafted to career switch, 16-year NFL career at snapper with gloves on.
He
I
will
love
live
that.
on right behind me. Autograph this jersey that says
Oh.
"To my best friend Dell."
Yep.
That's great.
What an era of Cincinnati sports that he was a part of too.
Mhm.
Just
Yeah.
I
The
mean,
whole thing. Yeah.
our whole formative years. I mean,
Yeah.
that's
He's
incredible.
been here.
Yep. Did
Are you the oldest guy on the team? Who's older than you, Ted?
I'm the third oldest, actually, at 30 years old.
Yeah,
I
he's
am.
like, shut up there, Matt. I'm
Yeah,
the
put
third
some
oldest.
respect
I'm not the
on
oldest
me.
guy.
I mean,
No,
I'm
hey,
10 days older than him. So I
I'm
don't
very
know.
grateful for that.
Yeah,
That's
yeah. Oh,
amazing.
absolutely.
What a cool role to have that you never really think about when you're a younger guy.
Yeah.
But
Sure,
it
seems
is
tough, too.
Mike Thomas, our
Okay.
special teams ace,
Uncle
Tre-
Mike.
Uncle Mike.
Trevor Simeon, and then
Oh.
me,
Oh,
and then
new
me.
guy, yeah.
All right.
So Simeon came in to help you out.
Simeon's. I was the oldest guy in offense till Simeon showed up, so that was a good. I got to that was. But isn't that so interesting? And what a testament to the team that they've built here. Not only just extreme talent on these rookie deals, paired with good free agent signings, and then just the quality of person that we have in.
Yes.
It's
Give your-
unbelievable.
Dale, give Matt a shout out
What?
for your jersey.
Your jersey.
Oh yeah. Thank you, Matt. Matt got that signed at the taste of the Bengals, which I believe Ted is the host
coming up.
of this year.
That's
I am
right
hosting
there,
Taste
right?
of the Bengals. I'm
Are
hosting
you?
Taste. Yeah, I
Awesome.
am. I forgot about it.
Big
Eric
MC.
Ball-
Can we get a Cincy booth? Can we look that up?
I mean, what do you think this is?
And also, Matt, Bengals and Bourbon on Twitter and Bengals Captain, they're working on a fan cruise. So there'll be more details coming out. Not really, my place to say. I know there was a little setbacks, but it's still happening, everybody. That's all I want to say.
Might
So-
we get a Cincy hat booth on the cruise? I mean,
Hey,
I'm thinking about buying a ticket. I'm kind of thinking about buying a ticket, like Ted said. You guys hang
What's
out.
the date? What's the date of the cruise?
There
Yeah.
details to come soon.
Yeah,
They're
right.
working on all those
Yeah.
things. It's a little
It's in-
When we
Wow.
go, I think going out to the San Francisco Bay would be cool, like that week before the game. I don't know.
there you go.
Bengals
That'd be
captain
fun.
is the man. Thank you for your earlier comment about the Walter Payton Award.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Love Bengals captain and early March. He says.
That's-
There we
there
go.
you go.
Early March.
We'll see. We'll see how it goes this year. I think
Yeah. That could be really exciting times.
Yeah.
that could
I've never
be
been on a
as exciting as it gets. March after a
Lombardi
championship,
on
but
the
there's a
cruise.
lot of football to be
Hey,
played.
I'll
till
bet they
then.
could get you on the boat for free, Ted. You
Yeah,
never know.
I'll
No,
pull
we
up
love it.
with my. I actually went fishing today. I was on the ocean all day today.
Awesome.
Yeah,
We-
Tell them what you caught.
caught
much you
a
got?
400-pound bull shark.
Shut up, man. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was.
Our last
I was
question.
I was just gonna
about
say,
to
I was like,
ask.
Derek asked his question.
Yeah.
You nailed it. You don't even know. our
Right.
Listen, we're just
Man,
free flowing, man. This is how we're
lean it.
doing. We're
Yeah.
talking free flowing, throwing it in.
Yeah, I'm a big outdoorsman guy, so that was going to be my question. What was the biggest thing that you've ever caught? Or
Today is the
Wow.
biggest thing I've
Yo,
ever
And it
caught.
happened today.
400-pound
We wrote that
bull.
Yeah.
down 3 days ago.
It's unbelievable. Can I get the video in the chat? How do I do that? Can we put it up?
Oh, it won't go in the chat.
You should have access to share.
Did
Yeah.
you
There should be a
lift
thing
it?
at the bottom to say
On
present.
your iPad. You could probably share.
If you have it on another tab and you want to
We're way overestimating Ted's
share
technological
screen,
skills.
We are-
I
we
don't
are-
know. I was
We
like,
are- oh,
I don't know.
We
He can't
are
even
way
text.
over.
He can't
Hey.
even return a text, guys.
I have
He
He
faith
said,
in
"Can
you,
I pop
Ted.
it up here?" I was like, maybe.
So I
mean,
think the
can you?
first thing we determined is send it to Matt.
There we go.
Do you
Mhm.
What
have it
about
on your
show-
phone?
is that
I
one?
was going to say,
Yeah,
Oh,
we
yeah.
did.
Oh,
yeah.
Holy
Oh
crap.
wow!
Holy crap. Look at that thing.
Did you actually
Man.
like try to reel it in? Or
Yeah, how do
Oh,
you
I
bring
reeled it
that
in.
in?
I reeled
You
it
did?
in, dude. Right on that
You
pole
got it
right
in
in
the
front of
boat?
it.
I've heard-
No. We did
I've
not
heard
bring in the
those
boat.
are-
So here's the cool thing about it. Here's the cool thing of it. So it was a bull shark, and the captain I go with here, his name's Captain Chad Adelman. He's been my guy here since I moved down here. He's the only guy I go fishing with. And he participates in this study that you tag like these species. It was probably a set of about 50, 60 species. Fill out a tag. You get to name the shark. Named it Houday.
Hell
Houday.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'll send you
That's
guys
a
the
drink
video.
right
I'll,
there.
I'll send you guys the video.
well, have Matt send us the video. We know you're not going to directly send us
Right.
the video.
I'm the world's worst correspondent, by the way. But anyway, so we tag it. I put down that I registered it. It's on. I caught it. 6/29/23. Houday the shark. Whenever someone pulls that up, if it ever gets caught again, they'll see you have a tag on it.
Cool.
You pull the tag out. You send that in to the research facility. It tracks its whole movement.
Oh,
And
that's cool.
when you send in a tag, you get like $50 back in a T-shirt. Like kind of just
Cool.
participating in this
No.
wildlife study. Hude could be completely fine. We pulled him up, took a picture with him, sent him back down. It took me about 30, 45 minutes to pull him up.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Hey,
No,
and
he really behaved at the beginning because
Yeah.
Chad was saying like we might have to like kind of cut the anchor on a buoy and follow him for a while.
Mhm.
But
Right.
he ended up swimming right towards us. He really fought once he saw the boat, he started fighting.
did you know that bull sharks, they can swim in brackish and fresh water? So I wouldn't be surprised if Hude comes up the Ohio River for a game this year. You would never know.
I'll hit a subtle flex with that. I'm sitting here on the Fort Lauderdale Canal,
Oh, man.
and I ain't getting in there ever, man. It's about 16 feet right there, and about one town north, they just pulled out just a bigger bull shark than I caught today from a neighborhood just like mine, just swimming around. So,
Man, you're saying I could have had drinks with Teddy K about 2 or 3 weeks ago?
Is that where you were at?
did you
I
come
was
to
in Fort
Lauderdale?
Lauderdale, yeah.
Yeah, you know,
That's
I
where
was still
went
we
on our
were
cruise
we
out.
were in mini
He was
camp.
in
We
camp.
were in
Oh
mini
yeah,
camp,
it was.
man.
You guys were.
Yeah.
I think you were finishing your
Um,
last week.
He's avoiding you intentionally. He wants
Yeah.
you to wear
I never leave the house here. Rarely. I mean, I did today, but really, I come down here to train. Built out everything I need at my house. COVID kind of scared me. Moved down here May 2020 to play for the Dolphins, and at that point, there were no options to work out. I mean, they were even closing parks and stuff. So, built out what I needed in my garage. My record is 12 days not leaving my premises in the off season. I still yet to beat it, but it's a lot of fun down here. Very grateful. Got to play for the Dolphins in 2020.
So we're all
Beautiful
invited in
area,
the off
too.
season, right?
This is where, we split
We're not
time.
invited.
Cincinnati, Fort Lauderdale.
And you're about an hour away from Orlando. You can go to the Disney park and
I'm like 3 hours from Orlando.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm like 3. And not a huge
Lauderdale's that
Disney
big,
guy.
then.
I was
I'd rather
going to
go-
say, Derek, you said that you hated Disney as well. So
Yeah, it was pretty shitty, but
I'd
I
rather
was
go
there
to
in
like pull off the Florida highway like 95 at some fair, with those wooden coasters they put up. That's more my
There you
speed.
go.
When
there you go.
sometime a stuffed animal shooting a basketball.
Yeah, I feel like we're all of us Cincinnatians are like privileged, I guess you could say, because we've had
Oh, Kings Island's
Island
amazing.
yeah.
Amazing.
You like
And-
wooden roller coasters, man. The Beast. Come on.
Oh,
Mhm.
I mean,
That's
we
a
grew
good
up in
roller coaster.
Indianapolis. We went to
Yeah.
Kings
Yeah.
Island. I went to
Oh,
Kings
yeah.
Island several times growing up as a child, and
I might have seen you there.
maybe.
Probably.
I mean,
I
I think
I got
back
kids
to
that are just a little younger than you, so we might have been over there in Kid Land with you. Who knows?
we weren't in Kidland very much. We were on the. We
No,
were
he's
on
saying
the
when
big
you were a
stuff.
kid. He's
Oh,
saying
I
when you
know.
were a kid.
When I was a kid, we were on the big stuff
Oh,
early. My
all
dad
right.
was an adventurous he loves roller coasters.
Oh,
we have
Bridget
a whole
Trigger.
collection of roller coaster pictures over the years in my family's kitchen. It's very interesting. The different times in your life, you really embarrassing, scared picture in the kitchen.
Did you ride Son of the Beast when they had the loop?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Son
yeah.
of Beast. Oh yeah.
Somehow
We-
we survived.
Did it end up being bad?
First of all, they took the loop out because they said it was
Shut down,
dangerous,
right?
and then they tore the whole coaster down. Said it
I
was
mean,
dangerous.
there's a certain level of danger that we're looking for. in an
Sure.
amusement park.
Yeah, I mean, why else go?
I mean, so, but I've been on some sketchy rides in my time, and I don't do that much anymore. But yeah,
Could you fit on a roller coaster right now?
It would be
You
uncomfortable.
gotta have
It
your
would be
own. You gotta have
uncomfortable.
your own thing. I mean, you're not sitting
Or
next
next to like my,
Me.
someone I know. I'm really infringing. I'm infringing on your personal
Yes.
space on roller coasters. Yeah.
I feel you.
I flew to Europe. with
we
Ted.
need
went
Teddy
on
K.
a Euro trip. We went on a Euro
Teddy-
trip, and I'm sitting there. He's just engulfing me. He's like, just lean on me, like it's fine. I was like, yeah, I mean, I have to. I literally can't breathe.
Right. Yeah.
Teddy K and Orlando Brown Jr. on a roller coaster.
Whoa.
Oh,
I know.
shit.
So I don't know if Orlando fits me. That's Orlando is all of 6'8", man. I mean, he is a
Yeah.
very, very tall man. And there's something to be said about having that on your starting offensive line because that size, you can't coach that. That is, naturally derived. And he is an elite player. And I'm just so excited to have him. He's just been a great friend already and really looking forward to, going into a full season of work with him.
He's hungry to win too. When we
He
hung
is.
out, I mean,
He is.
He wants to be
coming off the
great.
Super Bowl. It could be easy for him to just be like, I got my ring. I'm good. I'm just here to make some money. No, he was like, no, this is our season. Like let's beat their ass. So,
and he's only
ready to
20. He's
roll.
26 years old. I think everyone needs to
that's
put that into context. Isn't that crazy?
It seems like
Wow.
he's like, at least around 29,
4
30.
Pro Bowls already.
Well, I mean, most
what
guys
he's
are. I mean,
accomplished.
what is he going into year 6? So most
Year
guys
6.
are, 27 to 29 usually, and he's at the lowest end. I mean,
Man, he's so easy to talk to. It's like
He
you knew.
is.
It's like when I met that guy the first time, it's like I knew him for 3 years. The way we were chopping it up,
did you guys see him do NFL Live, or he did the whole ESPN tour the other day?
I
Unbelievable.
saw a little clip of it. Yeah.
Unbelievable. I mean, the whole day he was there, did every show, and just knocked it out of the park.
Yeah, he's awesome. I think if it's not coaching, he could go into media. I think same thing with you, Ted. Is there anything, have you even thought about that? I know you've talked about opening a bar. Would you want to get into media coaching? I know your dad. I've been fortunate enough to go on an interview with Bengals of Bourbon with your dad. He's freaking awesome, by the way. But what are your kind of thoughts for after your career?
So I haven't given it too much of my energy. Obviously, that time will come for all of us. I still feel I have many years left. Especially not playing early on in my career. Have some mileage on the back end, but you never can guarantee anything in this league. This is a very volatile, hostile, physical game. So very grateful for every year I get, every snap I get. But thinking about it, I would want to coach with Dad after I'm done for
That's
sure.
Awesome.
He's at Marion University, Indianapolis. We actually did very well in Cincinnati this year recruiting. He actually started the program in 2006.
And now he's back.
He won the national championship in 2012, left to another school, ended up being out of coaching for a while, retired, if you will, but obviously not. And Marion called him back. And we are going back to the Natty is our goal there. It's going to be a big few years of football for the Karras family. And would love, I'm going to probably just coach with him till he wants to be done.
I love that.
That's awesome.
And then I would definitely coach with Zach. I think Zach is an incredible organizational leader. If he would want me to, keep me around in some capacity, but who knows? I think, winning one, there's a lot of opportunities in Cincinnati because so I do know that I want to be in Cincinnati.
We want you here.
It's just close enough to, to Indianapolis. You got a call. And to pop in, and just what a great town. Accepted me immediately. So I don't know what the future holds. Open to the realm of all possibilities, and we'll obviously be always kind of Bengal oriented moving forward.
There you go. Yeah. Now Chop, I know you wanted to do kind of an office trivia, so before we do this thing where we're going to auction off the hats. Chop wanted to do this so he could provide a way to potentially, let us give another donation to you guys.
Right.
So
I
know as we get into the hats, we can. Do you want to talk about the numbers for the hats before you get into this?
Yeah. So I got that.
With it?
Let me turn on my phone here. I got it pulled up. So we've been running this here for a couple weeks. We got this autographed hat. This is the hat that you signed down there at Jungle to the Hall.
There we go.
To the Karras 64.
We got to get Ken in the hall, by the way. Ken,
Yeah.
Hey,
it's ridiculous.
Shout out Ken. I've got the Ken Anderson Alliance. Shout out everything he does. Yep.
So which is aligned with us.
We've been pushing it on the show, pushing it on Twitter and our Facebook page and stuff like that. And so far, we have been able to raise $335 in flat out donations to the Village of Marici, and we've also been able to help sell $1,450 worth of merchandise.
Yeah, that's great,
guys. That's amazing. Thank you so much for that, man.
And that doesn't include the money that we purchased the hats for down there at Jungle to the Hall, which was money well spent.
Yeah.
Anytime anybody.
Thank you guys so much.
No, sure. We tried to do a lot with the Hayden Hurst Foundation last year because there's some things I've talked about in the past about mental health, and then this is close to CHOP, so it's kind of you guys are probably going to be our charity of the year for this stuff, and
Yeah.
Matt, I talked to you about fantasy football stuff. We can talk about that off air, maybe
Absolutely.
potentially doing something there because
Yep.
we've done some stuff with that in another way.
I'm not
to
talking
maybe
any
raise more
fantasy,
money.
guys.
No,
Ted, don't you
no, I
have the
know you
over
can't.
on-
You can't.
Oh, we're
You had
talking
the
to Matt.
over on
We're not
Bengals
talking to you,
wins?
Ted.
Yeah, I thought you tossed $1,000 on no.
Yeah,
No,
jeez,
this
these
is
guys.
from fantasy leagues to raise money.
Aw, they should sell
Derek,
NFL players' phones where they can't even download the fucking apps. Just
Yeah.
like God, just don't even. Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
a lot. But Derek is also the Orange Arrow, so he's done a charity fantasy league the last few years, and it's raised a lot of money for Joe Burrow Hunger Relief, and we've done a lot with that for a few years, so we kind of wanted to move on to something else too. And it's probably going to be more about the show charity league, and we're thinking about partnering up with you guys, and then seeing how many we can get. Last year we had like 60 people donate to that charity.
Oh man,
That's all it is. It's donating to charity. And then, like, if they can get something out of it, the winner gets maybe a hat or something. That's kind of
Heck yeah.
Sure,
the general thought.
a party
Yeah.
pack of hats.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
More than one. Way
Yeah,
more than
yeah.
one.
One of each.
Oh,
One of
yeah.
each. One of
Yeah,
each.
just
no, I
another
mean-
way to help raise money is kind of the thought that we had the other day.
Wow, thank you guys so much. That's amazing.
But we want to. This is for
Yeah, let's
potential
do the office
$50.
questions.
No
Right.
pressure.
Oh,
The
so
office.
hey,
I
real
picked
quick.
Trivia.
Real quick before we go on, Bengals captain here.
Ooh.
Wow.
Yes.
Whoa.
Hey,
Whoa.
Thank you.
Thank you, Captain. What a
Thank you,
dude.
Captain. Oh, Captain, my
Whoa.
captain.
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Awesome.
Wow.
Awesome.
We got to
we love
look
you,
into
brother.
a captain hat that has Cincy on it.
Yeah.
Oh,
you
yeah.
gotta
You
get
gotta
a
get him.
specialized
You gotta get
captain hat.
Captain
I
hat.
don't care what that costs. We're gonna.
That was super generous,
Yeah.
Cap. Thank you.
Mhm.
All
Why
right.
you do that to me though, man? Stuff like that gets me emotional.
Yeah.
I'm a big softy, man.
And I know Ted, you say I appreciate you guys and stuff, but Matt
Man,
and Ted
Cap, thanks,
and
buddy.
Matt, your mother, man, I just personally, on a personal level, man, I just really appreciate what you guys are doing. These people, these adults cannot do it on their own. They need the help. These are people that can't. You're helping people that cannot help themselves, and so that is awesome. Awesome.
Ted framed it the best way I've ever heard it. He's like, there's things in my life I'm not sure if it's the right thing, but this is the one thing we know that we're doing the right thing.
Yeah.
The only thing I can confidently say, we're doing the right thing here. So and I mean,
Oh
we're
my
not
God.
doing it. We're not buying
Yeah.
hats.
I
I haven't
feel-
bought
yeah.
$500,000 in hats. Everyone else bought it.
No,
hats.
that's
Bridget,
unbelievable.
who you
Wow,
got based
Bridget.
on with the morning prowl?
64. All right.
She's throwing in another 64.
Shout out.
So
Thank you. Thank you.
yeah, like it's like you give the money and you get a free hat for doing it. You get a free token. Like somebody might send you a thank you card for a donation or an email, like thank you.
Mhm.
But this charity, you give your money and they give you a free badass hat.
It's a
in
great
return
gift.
for your
It's
donation.
a great
So,
gift. It's the best gift
Yes.
you could give. The whole thing started with a gift. Ted gave
It
me a
was a
hat
gift.
last July, and he gave me a hat. I was like, this is sick. What is this? He's like, it's a hat I made for you. I
This
was
is
like,
the OG right here.
There
Is
we
that the
go.
OG?
Yep.
Wow.
There we
That's
go.
a,
I
that's
got
a
the
November
OG.
22nd.
And that's why
purchase.
we never want to lose
Mhm.
that spirit. We never want to lose the
It's a
spirit
gift.
that. Thank you for putting that. The CincyHat.com. Yeah, it is
So
a
Dee,
gift. And
where can I donate? And right here, there's a donation part, same as making your orders. If you want to make an
Yep.
order, donate. The CincyHat.com is where you can do all those things at, and the money goes right to the village of Marici. And
Yep.
man,
And
woo,
I'll,
good donation, man.
I'll go
So-
ahead and say this right off the cuff. If you donate $20 or more from now on, you'll be in. If you want to, you'll be entered in the fantasy football league.
well, we also should do that's amazing, by the way. That's that you guys do that league for us. That's unreal.
Yeah, just
and
send us your
we're
screenshot
gonna-
if you want.
We're
going
gonna
to
send you 17 signed hats, different SKUs, and just once a week throw it out. I don't know how many shows you guys do or what the schedule of the show is.
I've
but-
been doing about 5 a week lately because I'm a teacher, so I have the summers off.
Hey, I feel like Ted Karras just became a co-host of Bengals and Brews
Yeah.
just now.
I'll
Just happened.
no, listen, I'll be on. I think we go bi-week Bengals and Brews. Well,
That would be
it's a little bit.
amazing.
It's early this year too. It's interesting.
Mhm.
A little earlier than maybe you. I think week 8.
October 22nd or something. Yeah.
Yeah,
that-
week
that's-
7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Hey. And we do have a
Bridget.
second hat already signed by you to give away also that we're going to be giving away later
Wow.
too. Because I had you sign the 2.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
Hollis has some bobbleheads coming.
yes.
Shout out Bridget. She went ahead and made it 100. Couldn't.
Yeah.
Matt,
I think
is
you
there
have
a
to
way
do
to make
$10 increments.
custom
Can
donations?
confirm, Bridget. just came
Confirm.
through.
Thank you,
Boom.
Bridget.
Confirm.
Look at that.
Absolutely.
Shout out to Bridget. I had a lot of fun on
Love
their,
that girl.
their podcast, Bengals
Mhm.
Beat, last week. Actually, same
Yeah.
time as this. So it's like a little Thursday fun with the
Mhm.
Cincinnati community. Unbelievable.
So
Bridget
I-
Janker's fifth order. What a support.
No,
Yeah.
I mean she has
Well,
a,
yeah,
she
we
has a
saw
sleeve.
she had
I mean, but
every
yeah,
hat.
She had
Oh,
it's
yeah.
unbelievable.
collection, yes.
Unbelievable.
It's unbelievable.
So I was reading when I was looking up stuff about you. I saw on Wikipedia that you are a self-proclaimed office expert.
yes,
All
never
right.
lost.
This
Office
is for
trivia
another
expert.
$50
$50
potential $50 donation.
Let's
here.
hear it. Let's hear it. Let's
I
hear
did.
what you got.
narrowed it down to 5 questions. Okay, and I'm gonna
What's
give
he
you
gotta get?
for every one that you get. I'm gonna put $10.
Cool.
All right. The secret is though, at the end, I'm gonna give you 50 anyway.
So there's
Let's see
really
how I
no
do.
pressure.
Right,
Let's
I'm not
see.
gonna
Let's
lie.
see. Let's see.
I'm
Let's
not
see what we
gonna
got here.
Okay, so I tried to relate them to things that you have done. So I said throughout the Bengals and Brews, we've been able to raise all this money, and with the purchases and donations for Villa Marici. And so the question is, in the Alliance episode, all right, Michael asked Oscar to donate to his nephew's walkathon for charity. How much money does Michael donate, not realizing the donation is per mile and not a flat amount?
$20.
Oh,
Close.
Slightly.
25.
yeah,
Okay.
Good job. All right.
That's a niche. That's a niche stat.
That's
Oh
a
my
niche
God.
answer. That's
I
one
was
of the
gonna
hardest.
say,
That's one of the
I've
hardest.
watched
That's
The
one of the hardest
Office
questions
at
I've ever
least
gotten
10
on that.
times from beginning to end, and these questions were hard.
No, that is okay. Let's go. Number 2. All
All
right.
right, number 2, staying on the charity, the Village of Marici, talking about charity. What cause does Michael use for his fun run?
Was for rabies.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
There it is.
$20.
Yeah.
$20 already. All right. So everybody on here but Joe can attest to a great beard game going on. All right. Now, what facial hairstyle did Michael copy off of Ryan?
The goatee.
Yep. That's it.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah.
All right.
Great.
And question number 4 for a chance at $40, Ted Karras, is
Do it, Ted.
first of all, let us know. Did you have any nicknames in high school?
Teddy K.
Teddy K. All
Teddy
right.
K.
Well, that carried over.
Yeah.
Now, according to Michael, what was Phyllis's nickname in high school?
Easy Rider.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Nailing it, man. Nailing it. All right. And the last one is NFL related. So you probably already got the answer in your head, but which NFL quarterback appeared in the 9th season of The Office?
Aaron Rodgers.
Yep, that's it.
There was only one other NFL player who appeared in The Office over his time. Jerome Bettis.
I
Oh,
forgot
all
about
right.
that.
Yeah.
It was, when they're at
I
the
mean, you might as
convention.
well
The
chop-
convention.
You might as well ask the rest of them and see how many
I
you
gotta-
can get.
Yeah,
This
Yeah,
is
let's just keep
unreal.
going. Let's keep
come
going.
on.
This is fun.
He
Yeah.
All right.
had 12 total and he narrowed it down.
But
All
no,
right.
ask them all. Ask them all.
All
Let's
right,
hear
all
it.
right.
12
So
for 12. We
you're
got to
drafted-
get at least another 70.
Right. So you were drafted in 2016 by New England. You moved there from Indianapolis. You moved back. You moved to Miami. You moved back to New England. Now you're in Cincinnati. And so, I mean, I don't know what the biggest change for you was that you were worried about moving from city to city, but Michael moves to Colorado. What is his biggest fear about moving to Colorado?
I think he had a few. I think his improv credits wouldn't transfer. He didn't know where to vote. And he didn't know the channels on the TV.
That's it. The channel.
Wow.
You know what?
That wasn't what I
You go
could
practice
do. I was
football
like,
or
I
something? What are you doing?
I think it's just having kind of a tough, anxious time early on in my career and just binge watching a narrative that I know over and over again to cope with the fact I could be fired at any moment.
Yeah. Well, my wife watches. She watches The Office religiously.
I don't watch it much anymore. But I think I went on like a 6-year run.
She got 4 of these 12 questions wrong. So
we'll see. Yeah. we'll
right.
see.
Yeah,
Hey,
We're
real
at
quick,
5
I
and
got-
6. We're 5
I
and
gotta
6.
go
So-
check on my dog.
we're 5 of 6 right now. I'm not counting the first one now.
all right. As long as we're talking
Yeah.
about TV shows, the character Dwight in The Office. What's his favorite TV show?
Battlestar
That's it,
Galactica.
You got it, man. You got it. All right. So I did hear you don't eat out much. Okay. I don't know what your favorite restaurant is. You got to go to restaurant in Cincinnati?
A few. I think Marymount has some of the best food in the city. But first of all, underrated food town.
Yeah.
Cincinnati is an unbelievable town. Obviously, shout out to Ruby's. I think they do steakhouses better than anyone in the country.
Another 50.
Thank you so much, James.
Thanks, James.
Where did we get the steak from? The takeout. That was really good.
Quarter Bistro in Marymount, but right across the street from Quarter Bistro is the National Exemplar in the Marymount Inn, about 100-year-old hotel. And they have Monday night oyster nights. They fly them in from Boston. I'm a huge oyster fan, but it's got to be, right. You can't do oysters JV, and they don't. And $1 oyster night, Monday nights. Got to get there by 5 or they're going to be gone.
Do you chew oysters or just swallow them? Maybe that's the mistake I made.
I can chew. I love horseradish. I love spicy horseradish on an oyster with lemon. I think it's like just a great flavor profile. One of my favorite foods, an ancient food, and really enjoy that the Exemplar flies them in from Massachusetts Monday morning and shucks them right there. So shout out to them.
So Michael Scott's got a favorite restaurant. You know what that one is?
Well, Cooper's, Poor Richard's.
He's had started with the same letter as Cooper's.
Where they would hold meetings.
Hold on. He would hold Chili's.
Yes, that's it.
Yes,
Chili's.
okay.
I got it.
Hold on. I think that's a little bit of a subjective question.
Yeah.
They only go to Chili's twice in the series. They go to Poor Richard's and Cooper's much more. Yeah.
Well, my beer system.
You got it either way. You
got it either way.
Yeah.
So you were talking earlier about how you caught that bull shark. That's pretty cool. Dwight has a scariest animal. What's the scariest animal according to Dwight? Also found in the ocean.
Yeah, well, I think it was the kid said box jellyfish.
Yes, that's it.
Okay.
Box jellyfish.
Yeah.
So he's like, technically that wasn't it.
Dwight said influenza.
Yeah.
You're going next level.
I was gonna say.
Listen, I really think if it was like playing in the background, like I could just like say the dialogue. That's how those years in New England at times, there were some tough times in there in my role, forging my way through the NFL. So unwind with a little office, but let's keep them going. I'm what am I? 7 for 8?
Yeah,
Hey, real quick, I agree, Matt. Those polos are freaking awesome. I love them.
Thank you, guys. That's Donald Ross, big golf company down here in Florida. They do a lot of like all of the Cincy hat gear is from my neighbors, our family friends down here, the Maitlands. They run a golf supply business. So our hats are Imperial, our t-shirts are Imperial, and then one of their other companies that they're vendors for is Donald Ross. So all our polos are them. So this is high quality, high end golf gear.
Same stuff like Torrey Pines and Pebble Beach have. It's literally
and if you look at the the Imperial tag, I mean, it was founded in 1916. I mean, this has been over 100-year-old hat company that's been at the forefront of, hat technology and luxury hats for over 100 years.
So it sounds like you're a pretty big golf guy then. You could go out there with Brad and Evan and all them guys. And
they're better than me. But I did train for Joey B's golf outing.
There you go.
What'd I shoot, Matt? A 78?
Oh my God! No. Yeah, Ted's a great lot. He's great at lying about what he shot. I was the ringer, and we probably got dead last.
You know who actually is a really good golfer that came with us? Trevor Simeon. I think he underperformed that day, but I've golfed with him a few times this offseason, and
a really good dude. A
really good dude. Just another great pickup. They it's everyone we sign in drafts since I've been here has been just unbelievable.
Great character guys. Yeah. Hey,
all right, so here we go.
So next question. Let's see. I'm getting low on questions, but what is sticking with Dwight? What's his all-time favorite movie?
The Crow.
You got it.
Damn.
All right, so a little personal note about me. I have 14 cats and 3 dogs here, and we joke about that all the time.
Wow.
You guys have any pets?
We have 2 cats.
Awesome.
Nugget and Nigel. Love our cats. Nice. They drive down with us, drive back and forth.
Started with 2 cats here too.
Yeah.
So be careful, you never know.
They started breeding.
Yes. they
No,
did.
these are fancy. Bought these from a breeder. Never bought
Awesome.
a lot of pets growing up. Never bought one from a breeder. So they're worth it though. Fun. They're my companions. And I love them.
Awesome. Yeah, I love cats because they're just like
Hey.
cats. It's like you're their pet. They're like, hey, feed me. They just lay around, do nothing, and
Yeah.
boss you around. They're awesome. Angela also liked cats in the office, and so she had some cats. And which of her cats does Dwight freeze?
Sprinkles.
You got it. Damn.
Wow.
All right.
Get a
Last
life.
question.
Get a life.
There we go.
Man, you're right.
He can
He doesn't
respond
leave
to
the
a
house.
text.
He
Can't
doesn't leave
text
the
you
house.
back, but he can watch The Office. All
I
day.
text you back. You know what? No, I call you back though. I don't go a day. I don't go 2 days without calling you.
I know. I'm kidding.
So I'm a big sandwich guy. What's your favorite sandwich, Ted?
Oh man, you know what? I'm gonna give a Cincinnati shout out to Daylily, right on the river, or like historic East End kind of.
Yeah.
Daylily Deli makes a chopped cheese that is just absolutely fantastic.
I gotta try that.
It is unbelievable. Get 2. You're gonna want 2.
Okay.
Yeah, you're gonna want 2, but unbelievable. Daylily, yeah, I'll say that's my favorite sandwich.
All right. So Michael Scott dreams about a sandwich when he's the head of Scott Paper Company. What is the sandwich that he dreams of?
I should get a life. Peanut butter and tuna.
That's it.
Wow.
Okay.
Boom.
I'm not
really
a big
impressed,
office
dude.
guy, and the moment you said tuna, I was like, "Oh my!"
I'm
man.
so impressed, dude. I feel like I'm an office aficionado.
And you missed
There were
4, right?
I mean,
I missed one.
I missed 4.
Missed one.
Yeah, no, Joe.
Oh, Joe.
missed
Yeah.
4.
He
4.
said 4 or 5, and my
Like
wife
the
missed
peanut
my
butter
wife
and
missed
tuna. I
5.
couldn't remember the. I forget the other ones that I couldn't get.
The one that was
the
Battlestar
$45
Galactica.
one.
My wife started acting like she
That
was
is
that
a
dog
talent,
on
Ted.
Battlestar
That is
Galactica.
a talent.
You know,
That's
I think it's mostly just
The sickness.
yeah, maybe a shade of mental illness more so than a talent. But
Well,
Poor
if you
John.
need any help with that, you're in Cincinnati. Come see me.
hey,
I got
no,
you.
listen. Man.
Oh,
Pork
man,
chop.
that's
Did
awesome.
you know those? Did you know those pork chop, or did you?
No,
like,
man,
you
I
want-
looked.
No, he didn't know him.
Originally, I was going to have my wife write the questions, but I did look some questions up. Some of them I know, but like literally, I catch the I've
Guys,
seen
you
a
edit
bunch
that
of
up.
the
That's a good clip. You should edit that up and put that on Twitter.
I'm
Yeah.
a
You know
big
what?
clip guy,
Hey,
man, I'm clipping
just-
everything. All the
Just
time.
for that, what do you say, guys? Should we do? I think as a show, we're going to do an extra $200 donation.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do
yeah.
it.
Wow.
Good.
Thank you guys.
Let's do it.
Hey, that's you. That's all you, Ted. We were
That's
like,
right.
Yeah.
we were like, hey,
You
we're
got
gonna
the
give him the
answers.
50 no matter what. But man, you killed it all. So let's make it 200.
You got you went for the bonus round.
Yeah.
Hey, thank you guys, man. That's
Yeah, you
unbelievable.
crushed it.
Thank you.
Wow.
All right, should we do a
Unbelievable.
giveaway, guys?
All right,
Yeah, let's do
yeah,
it. We're
let's
gonna
do it.
give
That's
what
away-
we're here
Ted,
for.
Ted, you got to call this. You got to call
Okay.
this action.
You gotta
on
be
this
Dan
100-yard
Horde.
rush.
Or
Yeah,
do you want to be Dave Lapham? Either one.
I'll be Dave.
All
All
right.
right.
All right, so
I'll be
we
Dave.
got to
Love Dave.
do.
Love
We got to
Dan too.
do 2 different races because
And then
we
we'll have a
so many-
finals. Yeah, but let's.
I'm calling it like a live race.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This is all the entries, all the donations.
This
and
is
stuff
half
we
of
got.
them.
Now, how do you move forward in this race? How do you?
Oh, they'll be going, man, and you just call if you see a name, just be like, oh, that person, whatever.
I've done this race before.
His guy stopped at the goal line. On
Yeah,
a
my guy
giveaway.
stopped at the goal line, and the other guy blew by me. It ran like
All right.
50 yards and blew by
All
me.
right.
I feel
Here
like
we go.
Bengals captain coded this. This is great. I love it.
The favorite going in,
Yeah.
Jungle Jerry at the top has the pole. Uh
Oh,
oh.
somebody shot out of
Uh oh.
there.
Brandon Hoskins coming out strong, still in the lead.
Oh,
Dusty Langley gaining.
Yeah.
Kristen B with a steady course.
Oh, Lauren.
Lauren Pabst coming up the middle here. We got Tony, De La Cruz Fever.
I'm just telling you from
Uh
experience.
oh.
Don't count out
Dusty
Cookie the
Dusty
Bandit.
Oh,
on the
Dusty.
home stretch
Dusty.
here. Dusty
Dusty's
Lang with
got a
Tony
big
on his,
lead.
with Tony on his heels. With Tony on his heels. Lala Albright, and it's Dusty.
Oh, Dusty with that first play. race.
top 3 advance.
Yeah, top 3.
Oh my
advanced on
goodness, Lauren Paps with
Lauren
the
out
second
of nowhere.
and a
Oh.
Lala Albright bringing in
Wow.
third, bringing in your podium. Ladies and gentlemen, congrats, Dusty Langley,
So,
Lauren
oh.
Paps, and Lala Albright for
Top
your
3 make it
medalists.
to the finals here. The top 3
All
go to
right.
the finals
That was a
in
good
each
first
heat.
race.
So we got 2 heats. Top 3 goes to the finals in each
All right.
heat. The finals will have 6.
All right, I got
Two
some more
give-
context. We're gonna
Yes.
do a better. We're gonna do.
All right,
We're gonna
all
call
right.
a better race.
We have 2 giveaways. We have 2 winners at the end when we get to the finals, but those 3 are in the finals.
All right.
All right.
Now,
So not the
we're
podium
looking-
though, just the finalists here.
We're
Okay.
looking for our next 3 in the finals.
Tina Hall and Bridget Jankerts up at the pole.
I see Cincy James in here too.
Oh,
Let's
Cincy
go.
James,
Greg
Skip Foe,
Luther.
Greg
David
Luther's in there.
Smith, our underdog today.
Shout out Rally
Here we
Around
go.
the Natty.
Oh my goodness,
Oh,
Kevin
Kevin.
Corwin out strong. We got David Schmidt, John Jones, number 2 coming in. Andy Davis on his heels.
Man,
We're about
Cincy
halfway
James.
through this race here.
How
Yeah,
does he
Cincy
read
James
all
needs to
these?
pick
Come
it
on,
up.
Cincy James. There you go. He
Skip
listened to
Foe.
us.
We're neck and
I'm
neck,
cheering
folks.
for Greg
We're in a
Luther.
40-yard
Let's go,
home yard
Gregor.
stretch. John Jones in
Greg,
the lead.
Greg's bringing in.
Oh my
Skip.
gosh! I think Skip's gonna.
Okay.
Oh, John
Oh,
Jones,
John
number 2.
Come on,
Skip.
Greg. Come on,
Skip
Greg.
Foe.
Greg. Come on,
Hey,
Steve Romanello.
hey, Greg, welcome to my world, pal.
I can tell you for a fact,
Hey,
John Jones
listen,
bought
All
like
right. Give me a few
$300
minutes to
for
set up
himself.
the final race.
John Jones is a Cincy Head customer.
John Jones bought a lot of
Yeah, he
bats.
bought.
Wow.
and then he
Thank you,
donated-
John.
He donated 100 right off the rip. That's somebody
And
on the
then
porch
bought,
I
like,
work with.
John is a nurse I work with. He's
Are
one of
we
my
are
best
we saying
friends.
that he paid
Oh,
for
that's
the
awesome.
for the simulation?
Yeah,
here?
right.
I mean, we'll
No, we
review
stole
the
this
tape.
off the internet.
Bengals
No,
and Brew 100-yard dash with names is got to be a little bit dirty, right?
Right.
It can't be clean. Why would it be clean? Like, come on.
As Joe's getting ready for the finals, man, that was intense. So we got to
That
find
was.
us.
Yeah.
I know.
I
Hey,
don't remember all the names, but I know we got Dusty, John in there, Steve.
Yeah. Skip
Layla.
Foe. Skip
Skip.
Foe.
Hey, which one of them
Mhm.
out there reminded you of Sam Hubbard with the Hubbard yard dash?
Oh man, what a play, dude.
Man.
Oh
Come on.
man.
What a
I mean-
what a turn of the tide. I mean, what a
Well,
game. It was like, oh, we're about to lose this. Like, oh no, we're not.
No,
So-
we certainly aren't.
You know, honestly, my thought to that whole thing was fine. Let him score.
All right, so
kick
here's
the
our
ball back
final
to Joey B,
6.
and we'll score again.
Right.
mhm.
Dusty, Lauren.
It was coming
John,
down to it, though.
Layla, Skip, and Steve. And here's the thing: first place is going to get the Hollis autographed print. The last
Nope.
one because you guys are sold out, right?
We gotta
Yep, we're
zoom
sold
in
out.
on that.
And then
We're
whoever
sold out.
finishes second on this race will get the autographed hat. So
All
that's
right.
how it's going to go.
1 and 2.
Here
It
we
all comes down to this.
All
1
right.
and 2 get prizes.
Ready.
The other 4 get a participation trophy.
Here we go.
3, 2, 1.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Come on,
Skip,
John.
early lead out of the gate fast.
John's pacing. Come on,
Oh,
he's
I
pacing
know.
himself.
Oh my goodness.
He'll pick it up.
I think John pulled a hamstring.
Steve.
John's
Yeah.
72.
Oh.
Cut him a break.
You know, Lauren Pass
Oh,
has been
shit, there
standing
you
Get
go.
on your horse, Sean.
Wow,
Yeah,
Steve. Steve with the
I'm
commanding
placing
lead.
I'm placing my bet right now on Dusty. I'm taking.
Oh my
Steve,
gosh,
Steve,
yeah.
Lauren
Oh,
Pabst,
wow.
steady
Really is
Eddie, Lauren Pabst.
John's
Oh,
John's
hey,
got it.
Steve.
Here.
If Steve
Come
doesn't
on,
have a
John.
burst, it's Lauren.
Come on,
Oh
John.
my
Steve.
gosh.
Oh,
Neck and neck
Oh, man.
photo finish.
The
Lauren
moment
Lauren
I-
and Steve. Congratulations, Lauren Pabst, with
Dusty,
a
I'm sorry,
steady
the-
performance.
The moment I said your name,
yeah, you got that last one.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right,
He's still
Dusty,
trying-
get across the line, Dusty.
There
Let's
you
wrap
go.
just like
this
my
up,
gambling
okay?
addiction.
All right.
Yeah.
Lauren and Steve, I can't remember. I think we might have gotten those names from you, Matt. So we might need your help in getting in contact with them.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Oh, no?
I know
maybe
that
maybe
Steve
those were
was.
from ours.
Steve was.
Lauren
from the
ordered
last-
on June 11th, and
Yeah,
it was a
Lauren, I think, was
$171
ours.
order. So
Wow.
thank
Wow.
you, Lauren. Thank you.
Hey,
Thank you.
That's all
Lauren.
you guys.
Now, Steve on the second one was in the past day. So
Okay, cool.
I don't
Definitely
have-
get in touch.
yeah,
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Make sure we
we'll figure it out.
take care of you guys.
Man,
he
guys,
gets
this
2
has been
emails,
awesome.
and if he doesn't respond, who was number 3? Who was number
Yeah,
3?
Number
Yes,
Skip?
indeed,
three.
Captain.
Was Skip?
Number 3 was Skip.
Okay, cool.
Awesome.
That was
Well,
fun.
what a fantastic finish there for
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
the inaugural Bengals and Brew. I'll be back. We got to go bye week. I think that's what we
Yeah.
lock in.
Boom.
Hey, anytime you want to come on, I mean, we've had Matt on before, and we love the calls, and obviously we're going to continue supporting it. So,
Yeah.
and we're big fans. We're all season ticket holders, so we're always
You guys
there
coming?
supporting.
You guys coming to training camp?
Oh yeah.
I will
I'm 2
be.
hours away, so if I make it, it might be once. I don't know.
Listen,
yet.
Yeah.
Ted, you're
They'll-
on here. You got the influence. Push him. Do it.
We
Get 'em
figured
going.
out that no
Yeah.
matter where in the country,
Yeah,
Dale
I'm
is
2
2
hours away
hours
from
away.
like
I'll be down
Columbus,
for at least
Cincinnati,
once
and
per
just
camp.
all the big cities.
What are you on the border, northern Indiana, Ohio border?
It's like
No.
Southern Ohio. It's like Portsmouth, Ohio area.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah, everyone's like, "Oh yeah,
Yep.
yep." Like I know where that is.
So like by West Virginia?
No,
It's
like
2
middle
hours.
of the state.
It's 2
south.
hours from West
Oh.
Virginia.
He's actually you're close to Athens though, right?
Not really. No, it's about 2
2
hours.
hours from Athens. 2 hours from Athens.
He's 2 hours from
Like,
Columbus. 2 hours
it doesn't
from Cincy,
matter.
2 hours from Athens. He's 2
I
hours
have the
from
same
everywhere.
740 area code as like Athens and Joe Burrow, but somehow that is still like an hour and a half away. It doesn't make sense, but it's just how it is.
Well, I mean, I think I should do a final plug for some of the Cincy hat stuff here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, just
definitely.
plug whatever
Yeah,
you want.
absolutely.
Well, the Cincy hats can be found at thecincyhat.com. Friday, July 21st, we're going to be at Little Miami Brewing Company selling bucket hats and visors and all of our other SKUs. That's in Milford, Ohio, right off 50. One of the best spots around Cincinnati. Very excited for that. Red Cincy hats will be available here. They're in production right now. It's going to be
Matt,
a
get the
fun
red
end of the
hat,
season. Get that red hat on, Matt.
I will. My computer's freaking out.
Yeah. I
Oh,
know.
he's probably already got
he's
it on.
frozen.
Yeah.
He's already got it on.
But I
Yeah.
thank you guys so much. We got polos, we got t-shirts, we got stickers, all at thecincyhat.com. 100% goes to the Village Marici, which enables adults with developmental disabilities to live independent lifestyles. So thank you guys for having me on.
Oh, thanks for
Unbelievable
coming on, man.
time. We'll lock in bye week Bengals and Brews. Hopefully we're rolling in, feeling great about ourselves early on in the season. Be
6-0.
training. I'll be training here for the next couple of weeks. Head up to Cincy, and it's on. So thank you guys so much.
Thank you, Ted. Thank you, Matt.
Ted. Thank
Love
you,
you guys.
Thank you guys
Who
so
Dey?
much.
Matt.
Thank you. So
Who
much
Dey?
fun.
We'll see you around.
Appreciate it, guys.
All right.
Appreciate you.
Who day?
Who Dey?
Who Dey?
See ya.
Awesome.
That was awesome.
Man,
How do I go
Gave
to
us-
work after that?
Right.
Gave us
Jesus
an hour and a half
Christ.
of their
I'm
time.
probably not going to sleep tonight.
I was just about to say I
Just
gotta
gonna
be
jerk
up
off
at
12 times.
3:30 in the morning. How do I sleep?
Ah, that was so much fun.
How do I breathe without you?
And I think at one point we were up
Sorry.
to like 50 people in the chat. Thanks everyone that's
Yes.
still watching and joined for this. I mean, this
Well,
was
I mean, just
a
the
thrill.
people that then just donated a ridiculous amount of
Oh.
money, like
During the
Kat
show,
and
yes.
Bridget and
Oh my
Bridget,
James.
Cap,
Personally,
James.
from me and everybody else, and from Joe and Derek and Dale, thank you for those extra donations.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That's
And
why
it
I
goes-
felt like we had to add a little something. You
Yeah.
guys add a little something. We were thinking $50, y'all. Y'all are blowing us
Blew
away.
us
We're like,
away.
well,
I
we're gonna have
know.
to do something. I'm like, I ain't really got the extra money right now. I'm like, Joe, Derek, you guys cool with covering me for
Yeah.
a bit?
Yeah,
I'll
Oh, we
try to
gotcha.
get it. So-
definitely. I'm gonna wrap my Cincy shirts hat.
Yes.
and your
Oh,
two
this-
hats, you're just gonna have all the Ted Karras stuff.
I'm
Your
just gonna be-
polo.
Hey, coming up to it, you're like, man, this is going to be a good show. But come on, man, that blew it out of the fucking water. What
It
I even
did.
thought. it
What
was
an
gonna be. This is
incredible
great.
human being. Period.
One- 100 both
you,
of 'em.
And you 2 nights ago going about the office thing, and I'm like, let's
Mhm.
see how it goes. And I knew the way it was going that it was perfect. That's why I even did it
Mhm.
before we did the giveaway, because
Yep.
I was like, this is going that well. If he does this office thing, Ted is going to crush it right now. I didn't even know he'd crush it the way he crushed
Damn,
it.
right?
I was impressed. Those questions were hard.
And
Yeah,
out of the whole show, he's like, clip that.
Yeah.
He called for it. He's
Awesome,
like,
man.
clip it.
Yeah.
Great dude. Everybody in the chat, we always wish we could get to more questions. Like, it's just tough because, and I said that on a show earlier this week. I'm like, hey, we probably won't be able to get to as many questions as we want to. But that's
Maybe-
the thing, you know.
hey.
He offered to come back. We didn't even ask him. He offered to come
Yep.
back.
I was about to say
That
maybe
was
week
amazing.
7 we can do like a listener questions live
Yeah.
with him or
That'd
something.
be
He's,
great.
he's
That-
a,
And
he's a
maybe
co-host.
we'll
coming
collect some
back.
questions ahead of time and
Yep.
make sure we get to them.
That we just say, you know, or we only write down a couple questions, main
Mhm.
questions we have, and we let the chat take over because
That's a
that's
good
a lot
idea.
of times we do with our other shows. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know, that'd be a cool, fun thing for the chat too. I'm sure to get their questions in more.
Yeah.
Because I mean,
Absolutely.
I
I didn't even get to talk about my Brad Robbins mustache. I'm
No
trying to
shit,
get going
man. I
on,
saw you
know?
tuning that bitch up before we
I
started.
was trying. I'm working on it. You know.
And I'm trying not to get emotional. Like before tonight, like one of my favorite things being part of this show was what we did with Kathy and the Hayden Hurst Foundation, and today it was right on those levels as far as like, yeah, we talk Bengals, yeah, I love talking with my friends and BSing, but like
I
the
drink,
fact
I
that-
say foul random shit.
right.
That's
I
not,
talk
but that's
about-
not at the end of the
Yeah.
day, like we're people with hearts and,
Yeah.
you know, we do want to do good things. Like we don't,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, and it just means a lot, you know, just being part of this with you guys and raising money for such a great cause. And I loved how you talked about it, Pork Chop, about just how much it means to you. And you know, that's how, you know, I know Dale, of course, had
Make
a
us all
very,
freaking cry. Yeah.
very personal connection. You know, when we were talking about the Hayden Hurst Foundation, just, you know, it really got me right there. So thanks for opening up, Pork Chop, and it was a great night.
yeah, a lot of these causes, they all hit home, and they hit home to people in different ways or different levels of it even. You know, some's closer, some's a little farther along. But there's always somebody in the family with developmental issues. There's always somebody in the family with mental health. Mental health is a tough one too, but there are things that are important, and it just never fails to amaze me that Houday Nation and the Bengals fan base shows up and shows out every freaking time for this stuff.
Mhm.
Like, because it's not us, you know.
Right.
We're helping provide that, like it, but you make us feel good that we're able to be a small part of what you help us do, and that we can help generate it a little bit. It makes us feel good. It's good for the soul. It's healing.
Mhm.
It's nice. So
It is.
I appreciate it.
And me
Glad
as
to be
well.
part of it.
Well said.
Man, thank you guys. I can't wait till they start the bones or whatever it is of the Cincinnati part.
And that's what I mean. The more they can keep doing, the more they can keep
Mhm.
and freak. Can we go back to the beanies?
Oh, those
Woo.
are
That is elite.
And can I just say, I mean, did he not look like Marshall
Well,
Mathers there?
Well, Matt looks sexy. I
I
mean,
mean-
just sexy in general in those beanies.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
he should model them.
Yeah, I can't wait
like
till he
when
puts
he
those up.
came up on those, like the chat was just blowing up. Just
Right?
loved
Yeah.
it. It was awesome.
Well, that's what I was like, man, they've already talked about it, all like what they got coming up. But I was like, well, I'm still going to ask it in case there's anything else. And Matt just got it ready. It was like, you know, because we didn't plan this at all. We didn't.
Yeah.
We never tell our guests like any questions we have or topics or nothing because we want it to feel authentic. So
Yep. And just so everybody's aware of everything that's going on, you know, we'll give a quick plug. If you want to go to the cincyhat.com, this is everything. We got, look at some of our BFFs. We got Bengal
Yeah.
Captain, Jess, like
Bridget,
all the people, Bridget,
Tony, Kayla.
Tony, Kayla, and all these people. And
now you probably
we've
just
got-
pissed off the other people you didn't mention their name.
Yeah,
Right,
I
yeah.
I was gonna say, I was like, those are the people I
I've
know.
drank one too many. It's really hard to focus right now, but you know,
Look at those hats, man.
Look at those.
But see, they had the blue ones right there. That blue
Yeah,
one.
blue one sold out.
And then
again.
is it sold out?
Yeah.
No. Oh yes, it's sold out. Yeah.
I need the shorter one because
But the orange
my
one, man,
small
I didn't-
head. I have a girl's head, like Matt said. But
I
That,
do.
I got that one that's second over on that row that just scrolled out, man. It is
I like
nice.
that gray one
With
that
the
Ted
mesh
had
well,
on tonight.
and those are the mid
Mhm.
crown.
Yeah.
They're at the
Yeah.
bottom. So if
I like-
you're
I
like,
like that gray
the
one.
other ones are bigger. The gray and the black are both the mid crowns there.
Mhm.
Yeah. that gray does look really good though. And
And they
then
got
you got
shirts
the
and polos.
t-shirts, of course. And even though there's a girl on it, like me and Matt was
the
repping,
one that the girl's
we was
wearing is the
repping
one Derek has on.
Derek got the
Hey,
girl shirt.
Matt had it on as well. Okay, I will say
Okay.
that. But those the Heather White, I do like those a lot. And then of course they've got the Cincy hat stickers. But yeah, I mean, you can go and you can donate. You can do whatever you want. Like we said, we're going to go in there and we'll donate $200 from Bengals and Brews. So
And like, I mean, it sounds like I didn't want to twist Matt's arm on that because we hadn't really fully talked about that. But
yeah,
you know, I think it helps with that, and it's just, you know, and I mean, Ted already talked about sent hats, so it sounds like that's pretty much happening with the fantasy football.
Yeah.
So,
Sending us, he was like, "I'll send you 17 hats."
There you go,
17
one a
signed
week,
hats.
yeah.
but no, we'll do 10 team leagues. It's not going to be best ball. I know some people didn't like that last year. So, but we're also
I
like
liked
for
it.
every.
That's because
For
you
every-
didn't have to do as much.
For every 10 teams, we'll try to assign a league manager that can just kind of run that league. But if not, then we're going to make Joe do it.
I was gonna say, I'll run them. like
Worst
that
case
crap.
scenario, or to help Derek, you know, they're going to split that up.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, so I feel like Cap's already in, obviously. Cincy James is already in, and Bridget's already in because I mean, geesh, I'm not going to ask them to donate another $20. With they did 350. What was the other, like 100, and then
100.
James was 50.
50. Yep.
So yeah, they're all in. So
Amazing.
but but we're just asking $20 if you want to do more. Awesome, but $20 you get entered, and you play fantasy football. You play it with fellow Bengals fans.
Yep.
You know, maybe some of us, whoever else, maybe Cap, whoever.
Oh,
yep.
And
just to show everybody that we are like, we're putting our money where our mouths are.
So there's our 200 donation. Just
I'll send you my share tonight, Derek.
Yep.
Appreciate that. I appreciate you guys. You know, I know it's a show, but you know, it's something real personal to me. So I know that I'm the one that offered up the $50 anyway. And you guys are all like, I'll chip in on that too. And then taking it to 200, man, please, I couldn't ask for a better group of friends. Thank you.
Yeah, buddy. I know. Well, that's why I was like, dude, you know, and, we don't try to just do things where it's just one of us, you know, if we can, obviously. And so Dean's talking about where to send us a receipt so he can be in the fantasy football. Just if you can screenshot it, you can send it to Twitter or Facebook, wherever.
Yep.
We can have email account, bengalsandbrews@hotmail.com. So any of those three places, just, you know, show us, let us know that you send a donation of 20 or more, and you're already in the fantasy league, and we're going to get this thing kicked off and rolling.
I'll get going.
Well, last year, Derek, how much did it raise? Like,
we raised in the past 3 years, so this will be year 3. We've raised like $4,500.
Right, but last year it was like 2,500.
It was like
right?
2,500.
It was like the biggest one yet because we had like 60 at least sign up, which is awesome, you know. So,
yeah,
the big things, guys, man. It's fun. It's fun to be part of this fan base, and so today is Thursday. Tomorrow we're doing a 3:30 show, right, Chop?
Yep.
Talking a little top 5.
You gonna call me on my way home again, or?
I'll be in downtown Cincinnati fighting the Swifties.
Well, I figured it was going to be me and Chop and Greg, and hopefully Game On 513 can come on. He's kind of recurring on Fridays at 3:30. That's the plan.
Oh, he's awesome.
He's awesome. We're just going to draft, like, we're going to each pick 5 players like a fantasy football style, but AFC North only to start a team with now. So, like, if I get number 1 pick, I'm probably going to go Joe Burrow.
Dean's got a question. Is it Bengals and Brews at Hotmail or Bengals and?
Well, you have to add the W, but I think it's with the words.
Or it's real easy on Twitter at Bengals Brews. No and at Bengals Brews. on Twitter.
Well, he might not be on Twitter.
Well, I'm just saying,
Yeah,
like, it's a
he's
good
watching
reason
on
to sign. I
Facebook.
was telling somebody
But
last
it
night
is
it's not on Twitter.
it is Bengals Bengals and Brews BREWS at hotmail.com.
Yep.
And maybe we
Pay for
probably
that.
need to put that in like our banner or something too, because
Mhm.
you know if somebody wants to email our account. Yeah, there we go. Boom.
There it is.
Pop that up.
I was gonna say, I feel like Hotmail is kind of like what's the one that
Bourbon
that
calling me, but I'll
Gary
call
Owen
him.
uses?
AOL.
AOL. Yeah.
I thought that was fake.
Man, I used to do the
That whole
AOL
time.
shit.
Like Netscape.
Man. I was
Oh, I
around when the
love it.
computer was invented.
I'm like, how do you still have one of them? Well, it was like, I ain't gonna say his email account, but it was like something like trailer something, this and that. And I'm like,
Really?
Can you
at
imagine?
AOL.com. So I'm just like, listen, he's joking, you know? He's like,
Can
"No,
you
that's my real
imagine,
email
like
account."
Like 10
okay,
years
you're a
from now,
comedian. I get it.
or me telling my grandkids like I was around when the computer was invented. They'll be like, "God, Dad or Grandpa, you're
Well,
old as fuck."
Strawberry, what's up, buddy? He's
hey.
on the vacation.
When I was younger, there was no microwave, no
His-
cordless telephones.
Strawberry Ice's 17th vacation of the year.
Yeah.
No
And it's
shit.
only
He's, and
July
he's
or
he's
June.
back in Cincinnati for a short, brief stint of 2 weeks, and he'll be back on vacation.
He spends 3 months out of the year in Cincinnati, and the rest is in Florida.
Right? Yes. Or Minnesota this year. He went to Minnesota too.
Yeah, he did go.
Darth, how'd the wife enjoy the show? He said on his anniversary the wife was going to watch
Right, he
the
talked
show.
to Renie after the show. And he got the shout out too for the
Yep.
sweet ass Bengals
Absolutely,
chain.
that's
Yeah,
all.
that
That's
thing's
freaking
awesome.
awesome. If anybody wants, definitely look Darth up, and he'll make you some. Awesome.
Of course you do, Sarah. She needs another vacation now, Derek.
we
She's
need
only been
to,
to multiple. She's only been to multiple concerts. Going to.
I was gonna
another
say
one.
we went to.
She had the cruise.
Okay, so I remembered the name of it. It's. Oh shit! I forgot already.
What
I
the
know
fuck?
you said it the other day.
I know. I can't remember now.
Well,
but
that's
it's-
how unimportant that
Yeah,
concert was
he
to you.
is some nobody.
Yeah. It was
I
something
mean,
to
we're
her.
Bengals and Brews. He's some nobody.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're big time.
Yeah, we
Piss
just
on
had to
that
take
guy.
Karras on. Like,
Yeah. My brother said Iceman is always on vacation. Holy shit.
but yeah, now
Either
she's
that
going to
or
Taylor
working on a
Swift.
home project.
And then
Last
she's
year's
like,
the deck.
and then
Good.
she's like, hey, Noah Kane. Is it Noah Kane? Kahne. There it is.
Noah Khan.
Khan. That's it.
Yeah, never heard of her.
He might be the relative of Shaka Khan,
Shaka Khan.
singer back in the day.
Could be.
But damn, fellas, it was 2 hours in. Thursday, Chop's got to go to work.
I know.
Derek's
mean-
got to go to sleep so he can go to work. Me
The
and
way,
Joe were
the
just
way
like,
Teddy
eh.
K was going, I'm like, are we going to have another Clark Harris?
I know. I thought I was going to go to work stinking. I was going
Well,
to like in the not shower.
And that's like I was like, you know, I was trying to get it in to like kind of start to wind it up because I respect the guys'
Oh, yeah.
time too
Yeah.
much.
Give
and
us
I-
an hour and a
I
half.
want them to come back as well. Like, I mean, hopefully, but I honestly wasn't even thinking that, and he said it.
Neither was I.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing,
What a great
amazing
guy.
guys.
Well,
Both
and
of
Matt,
Both
like,
of them.
Mhm, both of them,
everything
yeah.
Matt does. Well, like part of the questions I have for Matt, Teddy was just answering them.
them. I know.
I'm like, Darren, Teddy, I'm talking to
He's
Matt.
just used to it.
Like, you know what I mean? Who am I to tell Ted to shut up and let Matt
Right.
answer?
Right. Yeah. Hey, shut the hell up, Ted. Let Matt talk.
That was for Matt. Ted,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah. Clip that. We'll send it to Cincy at.
No.
Yep, Sarah, I'll see you tomorrow at Taylor.
No, you won't.
Hey, they'll pregame.
Yeah.
No, you won't. If you didn't see earlier
getting
in the
down there
episode.
early.
They're
Oh,
going
okay.
pregame. It's going to be lot
Oh, they're
one
gonna
all over
tailgate?
again.
They're going to tailgate.
They're going to tailgate for Taylor Swift.
Yeah. The Taylor Swift tailgate.
That's good.
What's that going to be like?
Yeah, I don't know, but I want Joe to
It'll
tell
be a
us after
different
the
vibe.
fact.
Yeah, I know.
Like, how lit was that Taylor Swift tailgate? Bro?
Yeah, right.
Oh man.
K-game.
Are we going to see a beer can titty for Taylor Swift.
Yeah, from your wife
Yeah, from your wife.
when she has
Hey,
her shirt off.
I'm gonna put that one on my wall too.
She's gonna have them. She's gonna be like Taylor Swift
Taylor
with the
Swift!
cans. With her,
Oh.
Is she allowed to take Millers or are they going to be Keystone?
Yeah,
Keystone can.
Keystone only.
Keystone
Yeah,
only.
Keystone can today.
Keystone can titty Sarah.
Oh gosh.
Oh God.
That's a good place to end it.
Yeah.
All right, that's been a show.
She
Thanks for
said-
watching Bengals and Brews.
Yes.
It might be her Cam Titty show.
I got a spot for that picture
I'm
right
sorry
on my
in
wall
advance,
there,
Eric,
right
if
under
I see
your
something I'm not
husband.
supposed to see.
Oh man. Hey, at least send me a picture. That's all I gotta say.
All right, I will.
Joe's going to set it
That's
up.
subtle flex right there.
Love y'all.
Oh.
Good day.